Russell probably left as soon as he saw me join.
No way.
He's like, oh, Dylan's here, gotta go.
He's like, yeah, I'm out of here. Oh, he heard you.
Hello?
Hello?
There he is.
You guys couldn't hear me before?
No.
No.
It's fucking asset, bro.
Did you see the Xbox shit?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen nothing. PlayStation, Nintendo, nothing. Was it good?
I mean, the only thing I really saw was their. What the fuck? How'd I die? Was their fucking portal or their little portable device gonna go against the
Yeah.
Switch?
Oh. I mean, do we need another portable device out?
I think this is the only one that will be able to have. No, never mind, not the only one, but it will have Steam on it, at least through the Xbox.
Mm. I mean, that's what the Steam Deck's for. I don't know why they're coming out with, you know.
Yeah, at this point, Nintendo just needs to make a nice, powerful system. I don't really care for their portable thing anymore.
Will
But
they
we won't see
even?
that for another 6 years.
I don't think they can compete, Dylan. I don't think that's a thing, man.
They don't care.
With where Xbox and PlayStation is, I don't see them ever even coming close.
Yep, I agree.
Oh yeah, that'd be a weird one, cause like they gotta put a bunch of money to a system they don't know could like, yeah.
No, they're working with GOG, who already does like hardware stuff for gaming.
Yeah, so it's like another ROG version, but it's just like a Xbox version of the ROG.
Yeah, yeah. So I think they'll be in good hands of it getting, having legs, some kind of legs. But
Okay.
I actually like how it's shaped. Like that looks pretty comfortable.
yeah, plus Xbox has kind of like been big on the scene as far as just trying to make sure you could play Xbox on anything, and I'm like talking phones and whatnot. Where they had that whole campaign of this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox, also this is kind of an Xbox.
No, you do it like that, stupid.
They were very proud of themselves with that ad, so that's I was just teasing. Alright, everything we can get over here. Alright, Russell. Fucking hell, dude. I was, before I logged off earlier today, I got the fourth mutation for the Gators.
I don't get how you're getting them so quick, bro. Like
I guess I got lucky. I
I
even got I got get those that mutable gene trait. Cause then
it literally, because it seems like you're getting it every other wave.
Well, it really isn't. I've killed so many gators. This time I got extremely lucky though, because I had 2 of eggs that were the exact health mutation I needed, and one of them was twins of a boy and a girl. So
you got to start with those being your base right away.
no, I don't even need it to be my base. My base will always stay my base. It's just the mutation always goes onto the male, and the male is the only one. Yeah. Yeah. So I just have an extra one, which I'll just probably make it a.
Shit,
I thought that too, but apparently that's not the way to do it. I don't know why. I think it's something with. I think it's something with the mutation stacking improperly.
It is. You're right. It's gonna stack improperly because then if, like, let's say you were to get that on a female, you did that, it would say you got a mutation from both the male and the female.
Voltron. You can't just open up with Russell.
Hey.
I'm third wheeling here now. So I'm streaming for you, Russell. Okay. It's good to see you, Voltron. A little hurt. Oh shit. All right, but yeah, no. Yeah, definitely get the Rexes. Get those traits, man. Those traits are goating.
Yeah, I gotta.
What's
I
up,
got
fellas?
2 more saddles to do.
Dude, I went and revamped my whole base, dude. We're doing big things. You gotta check out this gator mating pen in here. Look at this bad boy. I'm thinking I could add a 3rd level to this thing too. Yeah, working on the mutations. Feeling really good about the Gators over here. And Russell was able to breed the Karka that he got, and so now he gave me a better Karka. So we're absolutely grinding that hide. And for what it's worth, there's no Russell without Adam. Oh, thank you.
This is true. Adam is the alpha and omega.
Whoa, whoa. Yep.
Oh, and I fell off the edge.
I also was very proud of this other thing I got going on here. I gotta find which one I can get rid of. This one. Alright. I revamped another thing. All hail Adam. No way.
Hey,
Alright.
I like to hear.
I revamped it and it works properly now. You ready for this? This is where you send your dinos to a farm. And then you do the whole... Oh wait, what the hell? Why didn't that go? Oh, because I called it to me. I gotta press it down first. My bad. There you go. It's going to a better place. Boom! It works! Oh, it's so great.
Is your streaming thing connected to your Discord?
Except for the elevator doesn't work for some reason. I have to do the call to me.
I don't think he heard you.
I have it set properly where it just stops right there. Boom.
Yeah, he's talking to his fans.
Sorry, I was... Oh, it's laggy. That's dark. Is it actually lagging right now? Did I do something wrong?
His fans are more important.
No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Dylan. What'd you say?
You get more followers, you know. And
Hey, I was in the middle of explaining something. That's not fair.
I don't even remember what I said. What did I say, Russell?
You were asking him something about Discord.
Oh yeah, is your streaming connected through Discord?
No, I'm on YouTube, X, and all the other places.
I mean, mine's still only through Twitch, but I mean, it lets me know that I'm
It's
streaming
lagging
Elden
pretty
Ring.
bad.
I was gonna join the thing, but I don't see it down here.
Oh, I'm taking a look on my end really quick to figure out this lagging. YouTube seems fine right now, so maybe it's just through Twitch. All right, let's take a look at Twitch.
Oh, ain't no way. Oh, lucky.
Have we been friends with you on
Good shit.
Twitch? What's your Twitch, Adam?
Nezwic. EZWIC. Oh, it is, but it can only be Russell and Adam. What is going on? Yeah, YouTube looks good. Twitch is not good. What is going on there? Give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can figure out. No, we're good there. We're good there. Why is Twitch having a buggy rollout?
Should I do it on YouTube instead?
Oh, to view it? I mean, what? Usually Twitch is working fine. I don't know why it's acting up right now. I might have to see if I go
Wait, is it W-E-I-Z?
Where's my snare?
No, Nezwic. That's it. Or as I like to say, Nezwic. It's Nezwic. All right. What the hell?
I hate it. I'm kidding.
He hates it, actually. I didn't even mean for it to be like that. It was supposed to be a short, because it used to be Nezwic, or sorry, Nerdswiki, and then I was like, that's way too long. Nobody's gonna remember that shit. I was like, let's do a easier format of something that would be easier to tell somebody and they could like get it. And then I was like, I'll just go for a shorter version. And I was like, what's Nezwic? All right, let's roll with that. And then as I was reading it off to somebody how it's spelled, I was like, Nezwic. Nezwic. I was like, oh, that's sick. And then I used an AI song to get the YMCA. Yeah, absolutely. It's the next. I mean, it looks like it's rolling out fine now on Twitch, right? Hopefully it's looking good for you as well. Look at that. Hey, thank you, Dylan, for the... Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. But yeah, now it looks like it's running good on Twitch's side, right? Yeah, it looks better now. I wonder what... I mean, I didn't do nothing. Maybe it just needed like a second to catch up or something. I have no idea.
Are you naked? Is that why it's blurry?
Yeah, it's a birthday suit.
Okay.
Sorry, on the
For a
kick
second,
side
I
of
thought.
things.
I was like, it looks
was like,
blurry.
I'll walk
I was
into
like,
Kick isn't
wait.
lagging. I appreciate it, Arcmania. Do you know how to transfer items, characters, dinos to different servers on console, new to the game, and picked an unofficial server with too many people in it? I think you have to make your way to an obelisk to transfer all your items and dinos. You bring your items and dinos to at least that's how it was in Survival Evolved. We do have somebody on Twitch who might be able to confirm that. Last time I checked, you bring all your stuff to an obelisk, like the green, red, and blue ones in the sky. Sorry, hopefully I didn't reach your message too late, Arcmania. Hopefully you see that. But yeah, welcome to the Arc community and Arc life. Sorry,
I would have had
trying to figure things
Arcmania.
out. Bruh, don't even. He said no, he's here.
I
Don't listen to Russell, okay? He's over here gaining shadow followers because he doesn't have an account. People ride or die for Russell. What the fuck is going on?
Follow Jason the Muse.
But yeah, I'm pretty
Relevant
sure you
content.
just bring it to the obelisks in the sky, and once you bring it, yeah. And Dylan, this is the birthday suit. It's during the holiday event or the birthday event because Ark is celebrating 10 years, so they have. You could be completely naked. It's the birthday suit, and it just adds a blur.
Not completely naked.
Well, yeah, you know, you leave it to the imagination.
Japanese porn.
Yes, yeah. All your favorite censored anime. All right, I need to.
We're gonna have abs and throughout the chat.
Right.
He
Dylan-
does have that soundboard, I think.
Which one? I mean, I'd have to go off of. Oh yeah, I do. I have that on the Discord though. I'm not trying to click off so many different panels.
Come back out.
So this area, I'm getting set up for all the theories. Just thought I'll let you know, Voltron. I have not given up on the theories. I'm gonna be breeding them. So I just have to get it prepped, and then I got to get this whole thing set up because I saw a video, and it looks very promising of how you can basically get infinite berries and stuff. So yeah. Hey.
5 hits. Done.
What's it? I really gotta. Sorry. Thank you, King, for the follow. I gotta really increase the size of that text on my screen. My other monitor's quite small, so I apologize if I can't read off the name right away. But I do appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. All right. Oh yeah. I was just very excited because I got the 4th health mutation for my gators, so finally got that procced, and we're gonna breed some beasts. Just need to get some meat. Schmeat. I need to Hey, there it is. I need to go on a killing spree with that Karka to get some more meat soon.
Bro, it's so easy to get meat.
It is,
Stupid
especially
easy.
especially now that you have those crazy Karkas, huh?
I swear.
All right, which one? I think it's both these. No, it's 240. There we go. Yeah. We want this one. Oh, I should have. See, maybe I shouldn't do this right now because I want to. The possibilities. I want to kind of go hunt out little. I'm gonna go hunt really quick for some cakes. Maybe I can get a couple mutation cakes to increase the not mutation, but maturity cakes. So during this event for the Ark, you have party dodos that you can find out and about, and every time you kill them, they'll give you different slices of cakes with different abilities, and some cakes for crafting. So you get that going, and you can work some magic out. And one of them is for maturing your babies.
Which is great.
How many hours do I have in the game? Right now on Ascended, I'm breaching, or I think just about 500. But for Evolved, probably about the same, I think. Maybe even more. I think I was actually probably closer to 1,000. But when we played Evolved, I was just playing and building stuff and not actually doing the bosses and actually going after the bosses. This is my first time actually going directly for the bosses and working with one of my other survivors on here who's currently in the chat, Russell. So me and him are, shout out Russell. Everyone loves him. No, but this is our first time like really targeting the bosses and going for it all. So It's been quite the experience. We're hoping to get it done before Ragnarok drops because we do have other players that kind of abandoned the island until Ragnarok drops because they're excited for Ragnarok to come here and they want to be playing on Ragnarok, which
They're
I don't blame them.
non-believers.
They're not. Yeah, they're non-believers of us being able to do. No, I don't think they're necessarily non-believers. They don't want to put in the work, I suppose. Which is weird because Ragnarok is oddly more difficult in some areas. So. But yeah, I need to look for some dodos with a party hat. And who we got in the Billy in the chat? See, Billy's one of the guys who used to play with us on Evolved like crazy, and he was doing a lot of the work. But he saw us playing here, and he hates us, so he doesn't want to join in.
I need to have a life.
That's also fair. Ark is very black holy, where it just sucks you in. Yeah,
Exactly,
you never see the light of day.
Yeah, I wasn't playing anything else that whole time. It was just Ark 24/7.
I mean, is it really that bad though?
It was a lot of hours, man.
I
No
don't know.
joke.
You know what's
Wow.
crazy? It's because we put in a lot, and we weren't really like. I mean, we were targeting some of the caves, but it's not like we were like adamantly going after the bosses and whatnot.
That's true. We were
Not
just doing
really.
a lot of base building.
Yeah, which is wild because that base building sucks compared to Ascended.
No.
Yeah, true.
I was like, we
Probably
really.
took us so much longer.
Right, true that. Fuck, I gotta go re-get all these resources because this wall wasn't fucking set up properly.
10 seconds, right?
I resent that. Yeah. I resent that. Where? Dude, there's no party dodos. Russell, you out here killing party dodos?
Bro, I haven't found any, bro. It's so stupid.
Isn't that weird? I swear they're like... They're not as...
They made it hard.
I was finding bunny dodos left and right.
Yes, yes.
They should have also added party over raptors. Give us at least another option to
Party
get
hats.
some of those cakes.
Damn.
See, look at this. Why aren't you wearing a party hat? start berating the dodos who aren't partying. You don't want to be killed. I have like 1,500 hours in ASA. There's people with like 3K hours. I believe it. It is very easy to get in there. Especially Voltron, dude. You are playing on official, so anybody who's playing on official, I totally see them sinking crazy, even crazier hours into this game. Oh, I can't go fully over there. I'm getting too close to Andre's base where I drew something very naughty. Don't need that for the stream. But in my defense, I work from home, so I have the time. That's fair. I wasn't paying attention to my stamina. Yeah, that one. What was the one I sent you guys? The Guardians of whatever, the Guardians of the Sky or something like that. That was during the.
Yeah. By Game Freak?
No. That one's crazy to me though. The Game Freak game that was announced. I feel like not enough people are mind blown about that. I'm like, I feel like that's. Are they having bad blood with Nintendo? Is that why that's not?
I mean, they're probably just branching out. Maybe they're bored.
Maybe, but it's like kind of weird not to include Nintendo, and especially right now, not Nintendo with when they just released a new system.
Oh, it's not releasing for.
As far as I know, that like at the end when it showed all the consoles it'll be on, Nintendo was not in that category at all. Unless it's just something where it's like it will be. It's just they didn't feel the need to put it on there. I don't know. Nintendo is so messed up. I am on absolutely. I want them to fail as much as possible, and I want to promote that new Sonic racing game just because they took jabs at Nintendo. I was like, yeah.
Bro, I was telling them, I saw the video. It doesn't look good. I'm sorry.
The Sonic one?
Yeah, just from the video. Maybe if I actually played it. It'll seem better.
Apparently,
It
there's
just
leaks
looks
that SpongeBob and Aang are gonna also be in that.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Things don't cost over nowadays in games.
true, but I'll take that over, and it's not gonna be no
That's a weird
$80, and it'll be crossplay on all platforms.
But a bad game is a bad
Yes.
game, though.
No, that's true. That is true. But I just,
I think I agree with Adam on that. If it's $10, a bad game is the bar is lower.
right.
So it's okay to put out bad games as long as it's a shitty price.
I mean,
everyone does agree that
yes.
Mario Kart's not worth $80.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
I
No,
mean-
I hate that Nintendo being able to brick your console for, because then that there lies the okay. What are they gonna say is tampering? What do they think is tampering? You know.
True.
That bothers me 100%. I do not like it at all. Sorry, Voltron was talking about the terms and services, how he thinks it's bogus that they can just brick your Nintendo. That
They
is,
can do that.
Yeah. I agree.
yeah. If they find if they find out you tampered with it, they can brick remotely brick your.
And that's new. Yeah, that's new, right?
Yep. And you don't own any of the games. You can't be like, hey, let's trade games anymore because all of them are now keys that you have to activate from an online thing, which is weird because that's when I think of Nintendo, that's like one of the main things I think of. How many people have I just switched, games with to like, especially Pokemon. That was huge. Like you'd buy one or the other versions of Pokemon and, and your friends would like switch them after you guys so you can get all the Pokemon and whatnot. That's
So
just
you buy it and don't. I don't like that.
yeah, no, Nintendo went super like anti-consumer this year or this generation. So I hope it does nothing but disservices for them. I hope they have the lowest console sales. I've already seen a lot of people online saying that they are having buyer's remorse for people who have already. They're like, I just spent half a band for a Mario Kart machine, and I was like, because there's nothing else there. The only other thing people are gloating about is playing older games, and it's like, it's rough.
How have the sales been?
Isn't that how they've always
Same
survived?
number?
As far as I know, nothing crazy, because I feel like if we should have seen like a bunch of sold out if it was good, or if it was how they wanted it. Maybe I could be wrong on that, but it's they think / feel you did something. Yeah, exactly. For them, if they feel, he's talking about if they feel like you tampered with the system, they can brick it.
Can you put a sticker on this?
Right. Did you just paint on there? Customizing your Nintendo Switch 2 without our permission?
Is that a sticker?
If. Right. That seems like it's a mod to me. You get the Nintendo light clamp lights that you'd get on like your Game Boys and whatnot. That's a mod.
Oh.
Yeah, God forbid anything goes wrong with the console and you just try to like do something to try to fix it, and then they're like, yo, no, that's tampering. Yeah, you're cooked.
Oh yeah, like what if the screen cracks and you
Right.
get the screen fixed? Is that tampering?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I think
Put a
because
standard screen, blah blah blah.
that's weird because then now you'll
Yeah,
have to go
who knows?
directly through them every time. It makes it harder for other like tech companies to like fix it without Nintendo's permission.
Think that's a part of the design.
Well, no, now that they have that rule, like think about it. Like say you broke your Switch 2 and there's like a electronic place that fixes things like nearby where you live, and they could do it for a good price. But now because Nintendo deems whatever they want as tampering, they could say, oh, well, you didn't actually go through one of our suppliers, and we recognize that somebody opened this up and made some changes without our permission, so we're gonna brick it anyway. Like think about it from that scope. And absolutely, I'm a huge fan of the Rhino. The utility on this thing, especially Russell. I don't know if you've been doing this, but with the Rhino Gnath, the chainsaw running up to a tree and just chainsawing it, I was like, yo, I don't even have to dismount.
Oh, yeah.
I could do that from the safety of still riding it.
Yeah, I would also do that when I was picking up loot drops.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah. So yeah, the Rhino, fantastic. I'm very happy I ended up pulling the trigger on it, even if it, I was like, if this is a lower level, I'm just going to pull the trigger because I need one right now. So I'm very happy I decided to do that because the utility on this thing is huge because it also has really good weight too. But yeah, no, see, that's why, Nintendo's just shady for that. Because then now you have to, it's like the whole McDonald's ice cream machines, where you have to go through their suppliers to get it fixed or whatever. I don't know if you all heard about like how shifty that stuff was. It's a weird way to funnel money from franchise owners basically into McDonald's. It's basically what it boils down to. and people were like really dissecting that. They're like, well, you know, these machines are basically built to quote unquote break. So then the franchise owner who just, you know, got into the McDonald's, you know, light has to pay out of pocket for themselves, not even from the company, to get the machine fixed. And it's only a company that is through McDonald's is the only people that can fix the machine, and they get paid X amount of money from the franchise owner. So it's like McDonald's kind of screwing over their franchise owner. So that's how I see it with Nintendo.
Leave?
Oh, I did not. Yeah, Billy did leave. I wonder if he got booted or something. Wait, if I added more melee points on myself, I harvest more with the chainsaw? I didn't know that. That makes sense, though. I never thought about that. Damn, Sean's probably pulling in crazy loads. Yeah.
Right.
Sean's all about uploading his or boosting up his melee.
Bro, he don't even need that with the blueprints we got, bro.
True. Well, yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be one hitting everything.
He likes
still
that
does it
though.
with the blueprint? True. He might get shot.
But yeah, and you also got like those chilies that help you with your melee attacks as well.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that? And it's just you chilling out here killing everything. Any party dodo? I don't even think I got the party dodo I needed. Oh, I did. I got a 10% maturation boost. I'll take it. Whatever. Not what I was trying to do, but I'll take it. Yeah, no, I was actually, there was several people, YouTubers that I like kind of hold in high regard of, like, I'll take their advice for like gaming and whatnot. And it was so off-putting to see them just blatantly just promote the Switch 2. It felt unright because I was like, dude, they're fucking over your average Joe, and you guys are supposed to be the voice of like reason behind gaming for the average Joe, and the fact that y'all are just so okay with this instead of like not. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was just off-putting. I was like, you lost some points in my book. I'll still watch some of your videos, but that was just not. That was just Yeah. It was funny because one of the people that I saw promoting the Switch 2, he was live the next day just playing something else. He was playing the Lies of P DLC, and I'm just like, dude. Bought the Switch 2 to just put it down for a while, and I'm sure he won't be touching it for a while. Yeah, literally, just to get that content, literally. Which is also just off-putting. It's like, come on. Be decent.
At least you know he's not really for it. At least you know.
Right. Well, I feel like anybody who got it was just doing it off of the hype
Just
alone.
for that.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be one of the people to get it. It's like, alright.
I would get it. You could do your content and then just sell it off to a random winner. Or whatever.
There you go, right?
Type shit.
Like, yeah. You're doing a raffle now. I mean, I wouldn't hate that too much, but at the same time, you're giving them a console that, you know, the Joy-Cons and the games are all $80 games. Joy-Cons are $95. You know, that type of annoying ass shit. But, and then everybody's ripping apart that New Worlds right now. New Worlds 2. Because that was announced during the Xbox game. And everyone was all like, that's, it was announced, and then it's one of those first Xbox games that are also popping off at $80 to start off with. So. And everyone's like, this don't look like no $80 game. Can't blame them. Ooh, I need to... What? Oh. Hey, he's back.
Yo, lost power.
Oh, shit.
Crazy here. Yeah, for a quick second.
Oh, is it still thunderstorming and whatnot, or?
It is, yeah, it's coming down hard.
But I was saying, people are giving Outer Worlds 2 a hard time right now.
Oh, why?
Because it was
I didn't finish the whole trailer, but it looked pretty good for myself.
Oh, they were just it's one of the first Xbox games that are being announced at $80, so everyone's ripping it for that right now. Yeah, they're like, this don't look like no $80 game. I was
If
like,
it
damn.
is bigger, they said it's bigger than the first one, and if it really is, then it might be worth $80.
Possible, but they also, which is crazy to me because they're also coming off of a bad impression with
That's true, but
about
it is an IP that's already successful.
true. That is true. Let's just hope they can retain that.
That's true, yeah.
Bored of it.
You think so?
And then they'll probably
Did you play
start
the first
charging you like $50 for a DLC.
It's already. I mean, no, I guess it's not. DLCs are pretty much there.
I think I already have a better one than that.
You think so?
But there's been like $40 DLCs and 30 and 40. Wasn't Destiny doing that with a few of them? Weren't there? A few of those were like up there.
I think it was,
I recall.
if anything, maybe 40, but I don't know if it went higher than 40.
No, I didn't say 40. No, I didn't say higher than 40.
Oh,
I said about
They had a
40
$40 DLC?
did they? I don't know.
I forget. I could have sworn one of them was like 30 or 40. I remember seeing it could have been a bundle.
Familiar, though.
But trying to think.
That's just crazy.
I feel like DLCs are right around 20, 30, right? For the most part.
How much was
Nintendo Nintendo's the most expensive for DLCs.
yeah.
Why did I just see
I guess,
that?
yeah, that makes sense. They still do use games for full price.
It's gonna be 50. Fuck you.
I think you're acting alright, Stream Manager. Maybe later.
But yeah, Adam, you're not hyped for High on Life?
I'm eh. Like I'm I'm not
This
like
one was so
super.
fun.
It was fun, but like I don't know. I'm not.
Wait, is there a new one or something?
Yeah, they're doing High on Life
Yeah.
too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, I didn't get to beat it yet, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a quick game. You know, beat it in a weekend. But yeah, it was a lot of
Right. True. I mean, I'm not against it. I
Morty
just
game.
like it not like, yeah, the Rick and Morty one or the guy from Justin Roiland. Yeah.
Yeah.
That they no longer associate with him.
fun.
I
Oh,
don't.
it's that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he was one of the ones that I don't remember. I don't remember that whole situation, but I just know that that was one of the things that happened.
The Predator, right?
Right,
Allegedly.
right. Allegedly, right. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but there was somebody else that I think they like cleared their name. I don't know if it was him though, so I'm not gonna go off and say that yet though. But it was like the damage was already done with his reputation, so.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from that.
Oh yeah, true that. It was him. Yep. It was for domestic violence, and he said he was
Oh,
cleared.
I thought it was kids.
No.
Touching kids.
No.
Oh.
His was just for domestic violence. Charges brought up against him, and they were dropped due to insufficient evidence in the Orange County District Attorney's Office. So, but that's kind of sucks, you know. Like most of these people are not gonna be like, all right, you beat it, so you're welcome back, you know.
Oh no.
At least
but
it
yeah,
wasn't
domestic violence
children.
and-
Like,
Was it both of
No,
them?
it was grooming. Yeah.
Oh, grooming.
Domestic violence, grooming, and other misconduct.
Did he?
Oh,
And
damn.
there was something in there with like he was texting somebody,
Mm.
and that's why people were talking about that one episode of Rick and Morty with the bean, when Morty. goes
Oh,
yeah.
they're like,
bogus.
oh, that's really weird that he made that episode.
Right. Interesting. Well,
yeah, that was really
never
bad,
mind. Maybe
yeah.
it's good on them to still keep their distance.
Yeah, I think it's still allegedly though. I don't think it was ever confirmed.
Yeah.
Whether it's confirmed or not, at this point, you're pretty much ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But if this is his game, then he's not fully ruined, you know.
No,
Think
it
it'll
was
sell
he.
good? Because
He helped start. He helped start the game. It wasn't like they like worked with him. He was like co-owner or co-partner, and I remember they were like, oh yeah, we dropped him completely. Like they all
they do
talked.
that if he's co-owner.
Yeah, I think it was like a majority rule type thing, and they agreed to cut ties.
Oh, snap for the game too. Okay.
Give a
Yeah.
severance or something, maybe
What's up?
Oh, we got the need.
like a severance, like hey, we don't need you. You gotta go. So it's doing it nicely.
I don't know if it was like they mutually agreed on it, or if they just agreed without him. I don't. I'm not 100% sure how that went down. I just remember that they didn't make an announcement that they're no longer working with him. I'm losing my. What do I gotta get the gators there. Get those mutations. What in tarnation? Juvenile. Dinosuchus. Oh wait, that's what I keep on forgetting to do. I gotta inject him with the traits. You will be my champion.
Can you see
for
what their
now.
traits are in the egg incubator before they're born?
Babies don't have traits. Only wild
Oh, that's right,
animals
you're
have
wrong,
traits.
that's
Yeah, that's why. Literally, I was just going through the swamp with a gene scanner, like, boop boop, clocking them, trying to see if you had more. Oh yeah, never mind. Whoops, I was rereading an old message. My bad. Health 3 male. All right.
I gotta make a bunch of fucking train darts then.
Oh, hands are all sweaty.
Oh shoot, I need that. I need that saddle.
I hope my Rexes are good for these upcoming fights. Like I said, they're decent. They start off at 209, but like.
Once I got my base going, I was gonna start trying to work because you're focusing on melee mutations, yeah?
Melee, yeah.
Yeah. So
So right now, my base. Once I get these mated, my base will be 395, which is pretty fucking
very
up
nice.
there.
With the mutations, yeah.
No, that's without mutation. 395 will be
Ooh.
base.
So I'll have to, if you're gonna work on base mutation, or you're gonna work on mutations for melee, I should try to. Once I get the theory set up, and once I get the theory set up and whatnot, I should work on the Rexes as well, but doing just the health. Kind of speed up that, and then when you get yours 20 mutations in melee, if I can get the 20 mutations in health, we can make the ultimate baby and have that. Yeah.
Yeah, once I get this these 2 saddles, that'll be my 9 saddles for the Rexes, and then after that,
Starve it.
I'm just gonna fucking go hunting for mutations.
Yeah, or traits, you mean? Or
Traits, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. They're crucial with those. Huge help, I'm not gonna lie. Huge help. Need meat. You know the show Naked and Afraid? With this new event with the birthday suits, it's literally what we get to recreate that show. It's Naked and Afraid, the Ark edition.
That would be intense to watch. I would watch it. I would watch every week. I'd watch that show.
It would be actually very hilarious to watch. Which, speaking of, that sounds like something somebody can already do with the AI, you know?
Bro, I haven't seen so much shit lately. Superman and fucking
Yeah.
apes and shit.
Dude, for some
The apes
reason,
are
it's
hilarious.
always
Yes.
apes and Sasquatch.
They're all
Sasquatch or gorillas, and
Yes.
it's going crazy.
The vloggers.
great.
Yes.
It's so great.
Well, I'm tracking about 5 humans walking past here. It's like, dude, they speak so well. Oh, it's so bad that
You guys
that's
did one
good
where he did
though.
a prank. He's like, I just put some dynamite in their campfire.
Yeah, that's the one you sent me, I think, right?
Yes, it's Adam. Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, everybody's in trouble, man. What'd you say, Dylan?
We
You
get
guys got-
technology. This is what we do.
Mad at Molina.
Oh, hell yeah.
Been a
Have you guys
while.
gotten fooled by AI yet? Or you thought it was real?
Not yet.
I
No,
don't
or at
think
least
so.
I don't think so, yeah. That's unfortunate that we have to say that.
Yeah, I've got.
There's some I've seen.
Kind
but
of
that's
tell,
AI.
but still, like,
What'd you get fooled
looks
with?
real.
It was an audio. That
Okay.
was AI, And I thought it was they used somebody's. I forgot who it was, but they used somebody's voice, and I was like, oh, that is crazy. They said that.
Dude, like every time I hear somebody say something just off audio, I'm like always looking it up and double checking it now. It's bad. Visual's bad.
Visual, no. Visual, they haven't gotten me visual yet.
Right.
Okay.
Because right now, even like they look really good, but now they look too good. You know? Now it's like, all right.
There's something off. It's like Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. It still hits that Uncanny Valley. Thankfully.
Yeah.
What else do I need? Alright, I think I need some metal. Okay. Put that. Yeah. Okay. Mutations, that goes in there. Goes in there. I'll put these out in here.
The big. Never known. Damn, bitch. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even get my fucking summon out.
Who are you fighting right now?
Melina.
Oh, makes sense.
Lady Mikela.
Oh, you haven't started the DLC content yet?
I have. I've just been kind of backtracking because remember how I said I lost a lot of
it's Radon,
like
never
content
mind.
and stuff.
I was like, who
So
do
I
you
went
have to
back
fight
to-
for that? And it's Radon and Moog, right? To get the DLC starting?
Yeah. So I just went back to pick up some stuff. I needed to get the rotten, what's it called? The rotten wing sword. Went to go get that. Cause like, oh shit, I need to get that again. So I was doing the quest, and I'm doing that quest, might as well as do fucking Melina.
Right.
How many times
But
have
I
you
got
beaten
a
the game?
pretty nice build now.
Dylan, how many times have you beaten the game?
Like maybe 8 times.
Holy shoot. That's
Is that just base game or the DLC?
That's just the base game. DLC, I'm only on my second playthrough of the DLC.
Okay. Same thing with the DLC, and I think I don't think I've beaten it that many times. I think maybe I'm closer, maybe 5 or 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I did most of like all the bosses in the DLC, but there's still like some like catacombs and stuff like that. Like I didn't really get.
I know I did all 3 endings. Right? Is it 3?
Yeah, I did that
like
too.
The main, one of the endings has like a bunch of different variations, but it's like the 3 different endings, which I did do, and then I was on the Xbox and I replayed it on PC, and I did the I think about like 5 times is how many times I beat the game, and then I've only beat the DLC once. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know with the trophies, you need to like beat there or get like the 3 different endings and stuff. It's like I platinumed the game the first year it came out.
Hell yeah. It was good, man.
Let's see.
Let's see, what else do I need in this?
I got 352 hours.
Well, I'm surprised it's not higher. I was expecting more.
Yeah.
And 300 is a lot. I was expecting like 500.
Skin. Fuck, I forgot to do my shit.
So I'm looking at this video for the Outer Worlds
Yeah.
showcase. when you're making your character, you can select positive traits. You get one positive trait, but you can take more than one. But for every extra one you take, you have to select a negative trait to go with.
You know, that reminds
like
me of.
that.
You know what game is a lot like that?
That sounds familiar.
Project Zomboid.
Oh yeah, Project
Oh.
Chomp did do that.
That shit pissed me off. I remember I was like, all right, am I good? Why can't I go any further? Did you select a negative trait? What? And then they were like, yeah. And then I was like, that's dumb.
And they were all worth different points, so you had to like.
I hope
match
they're
them
not
up.
as drastic as it is in fucking Project Zomboid. It's like, okay, you want better
Second
sight?
phase.
Well, you're an alcoholic. That's like, damn. Oh, you stumble quite often. I thought that wasn't gonna be bad, and then I scraped my knee, and then it got infected. And I'm like, dude, fuck off. I can't play that game.
You were trying to heal it the whole time. You were
Yes.
looking for bandages.
And because then Todd was like, you can use your shirt, which I did do, and he's like, oh, it's not as good as a bandage. And
Dirty or
it,
something.
yeah, it gets dirty really quick, and it takes a lot longer for the wound to heal, and you have to change it like at least like 5 times, or else it'll get infected, which I got to learn the hard way. And then you know what the other dumb thing about that game? Like, I respect the shit out of a Project Zomboid for having its super realistic aspects, but I also hate it for that reason. That's the reason why I don't play it.
Same here.
We were hanging out in Todd's little base house, whatever, cool, everything's fine and dandy. Everyone's like, I'm busy just trying to survive inside of the house. And one of the things I was doing was sleeping on the couch. Didn't think anything of it. Then one morning, all my stats are negative, and it says why? Oh, because I was sleeping on the couch and I have neck pain now. I was like, no fucking way. I was like, fuck this game, dude.
That's actually crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you, Russell, if you any little inconvenience in life that can throw at you, they'll emphasize that on that game, and they'll make sure it's a burden to you in the game.
A
And it's
neck cramp.
yep.
That's fucking crazy.
And then Todd's like, here's the map. You wanna? The map pissed me off too. They're like, all right, you wanna mark on the map? And I was like, cool. Here's a map. Todd gave me a map. Cool. I was like, it's not letting me mark anything. Oh, do you have a pen? No fucking way. And then you
Yeah,
can't change.
I jumped over a fence and I injured myself. I can't even jump over a fence.
And then if you run for a
Crazy.
long time, your clothes get wet because you're sweating. And if your clothes are wet from sweat, you have a higher chance to get infections
Wow.
if you don't change into dry clothing.
See, certain things are too much, you know. Certain things
I'm
you can
telling
leave
you,
out.
I was like, this
Absolutely.
game isn't even a zombie survival game. This is just a life survival game with zombies
How long
sprinkled
to
into
make
it.
pretty much.
Dude, it was so rough. That game, oh my god, I played one night and I just knew the rest of it wasn't for me. Yeah, so Project Zomboid. The game that's too realistic, which I respect. That's cool and all, but they overdid the hell out of it. Overcooked for sure.
But I'm glad it found its niche. You know, some people really do love that.
True, very true. Not me.
More hit. Got her. Oh, I died at the same time as I kill her.
I hate when that happens. Well, hopefully it's the
Can I count
animation.
it?
If
Yeah,
the
wait, come on,
animation
give
goes
it me.
long enough,
Give it me.
or it doesn't go long enough.
I don't know if it gave me it or not.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball.
Did you see?
Oh. I wonder if I
3
need
episodes
goggles. Right.
Damn, it didn't give me it.
But
That was so ugly. That would have been only like my second time. Wow, that was stupid. I saved that at least. Man.
dang, second time. Dylan's low key. He's let me solo her. That's his handle on PlayStation. This whole time, he's been walking around with a jar in his head. We didn't know we were hanging out with
Oh, yeah,
an
right.
absolute legend.
There was this one that I saw. It was like, let me solo me. And like the whole time he was just like hitting himself with the Sipica
Oh
or
my
whatever it's
God,
called.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah,
actually
killing
killed himself. Yeah, he lived up to his name.
Stupid. I'd be so mad. I'm like, dude, I just for a troll. The one I liked was the guy who was just invading people, but he was like the fit inspector or the drip inspector. So all he would do is he'd either give you like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and if he gave you a thumbs down, he'd attack you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And you'd have to hit a pose. Like he'd come in, Flex your drip. Cadet Alex Stone.
Stop letting her hit you. She heals when she hits.
Stop hitting. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. What is that from?
That's gonna annoy me.
One of those many things I quote that I don't even remember where I got it from. Is that from Team America, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why I think of that when I
not
hear
Team
it.
America, no. I would know it if I heard it.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry, Russell. These things just get thrown my way, and I just remember the quotes without remembering why I'm saying them.
Oh, Matrix. There we go. Haha.
Ah.
Wow.
Neo.
She
Yeah.
fucking annihilated me in this
Good job,
phase.
Russell.
Thank you. I was gonna know.
Man, dude, Billy, did we already talk about Mundfish? I think we did. That shit's crazy. That studio's insane. I had to double check and triple check that the Atomic Heart is the only title they've ever had, and it is.
Oh yeah, we talked about
I've
it.
never, I
Yeah,
don't,
they've been so many
their
games.
drive is insane.
I didn't play Atomic Heart though, so I don't even know if it was good.
I did, my
Heard good
issue is
things.
I played, like, I want to say more than half the game, and I don't remember why I stopped playing. I'm thinking maybe something else came out, I just don't remember, and because I did enjoy what I
It's
played.
a game that could be fun, but like it just sounded like old.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like everyone needs to play this, but I would remember enjoying myself,
Yeah.
and I even remember one of the boss fights. I was like, that was a memorable boss fight for me, and I just don't know why I stopped playing. It's weird.
Yeah, you gotta look to see what else came out at that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because yeah, that's crazy. The other thing I was excited to see was the Tony Hawk announcement, Pro Skater. Like, I don't really care about that, but I need it to succeed.
I want Underground remake.
That's why I
what?
need 3 and 4 to be successful, because I need an Underground
1 and
remake.
2 was great. I really enjoyed that.
I did enjoy 1 and 2. I played a lot of that too, but I'm only supporting these games till it gets to Underground, because that's the cream of the creme de la creme.
Played, right?
If that's the one with the story mode where you create your character and it has a whole story around that character.
Maybe. Because me, Dave, and Billy used to play one of them on the PlayStation. I think it was Underground.
Underground was.
What's that?
Do you guys remember the bad guy, Eric Sparrow?
Oh, the
Fucking
dude, your
cock.
best friend.
Yes. That's Underground. Then.
Yeah, that piece of
Yeah.
shit. Oh,
Yeah, dude. I need to beat Eric's ass in
But
a
he was doing shady
remaster.
shit.
yeah, he
Yeah,
totally.
for real.
Yeah, he threw you under the bus, and then he tried to
Every
steal your
chance.
footage and claim it was his.
Yeah, I remember him.
I do appreciate that they put Bam in the trailer too.
Yeah, at first they weren't gonna do it, and then Tony Hawk actually apparently wanted it.
I love that because it's like
Yeah.
no matter he's going through a lot of shit, but he
Down
was an
in-house
absolute
Harlem.
but he was an absolute staple in that community in that era.
Mhm.
He helped he was definitely one of the defining features of the skating scene for sure.
100%, yeah.
What
And
the
I'm
fuck
happy that
started
he's in there
Rockman?
because he plays a bigger role in Underground. Like, he's actually part of the story. So that makes me believe that they'll be fine with keeping him in the story for Underground as well.
Yeah, I think he's all
Yeah,
good.
that's
He's sober.
I don't know.
He's kind of like
Yeah,
he's still on a roller coaster of going back and forth, basically. Every time he'll have like a good spout for a while and then he'll snap back. It's literally ever since Dunn's passing, he just hasn't been the same. Which is I get it. It's your best friend. I can only imagine losing one of you guys that'd be going through some shit too. But
Yeah, for sure.
He was starting to look like his dad. I thought that was crazy. He was
dude,
starting to look
right?
Like Phil.
I
was
didn't like.
dude.
If you would have seen him when his younger years, you're like, there's no way he'll look like his dad. And then you see it and you're like, holy shit, he's looking just like his dad.
He does. Yeah, it's scary. It's so fucking scary.
It is. Let's see if this is okay. It's still going. All right. getting like little weird things on my stream that I was like, I'm not sure if it's still going or not, but it appears that it is, so we're good. Just had to double check.
Yeah, here.
Cool beans. Oh, I should have just asked you. Nice. Thank you. You know, I should have done this too, because I saw I could have my phone open, and I saw that Dylan was live. This way I could see how he's doing with his game.
Yeah, I actually just invited some people in. I'm like, dude, I've never actually invited people in. I got 2 people here.
Yeah.
Usually, you can't even get one person to join. I was like, holy shit, but everyone wants to fight Milena.
You're also pretty lucky, because I feel like with Night Ring, the people who didn't enjoy it did go back to Elden Ring, just base Elden Ring to kind of like get the jonesing of playing From Software game.
Did people not like it? Night Ring?
It's in its own niche, so it's not necessarily they don't like it. It's just not the type not their type of game. Basically, okay, it's not them liking it, but it's that for that reason, not because they're just hating on it. It's just it follows a battle royale type of a PvE battle royale type formula. So a lot of people are like, you know, that's not the reason I play these games, but kudos to the people that are enjoying themselves with it.
Yeah, it would have been cool. It was like almost like a survival game instead of the other thing. Fuck, I died.
You didn't like Night Ring?
Well, I didn't buy it or none. I don't got no money for it, but maybe eventually I'll try it.
Yeah, I didn't try it out either.
I'm surprised you guys didn't jump in together. I said right away y'all would make a group. And
well, for me,
There's
I
no
saw
crossplay.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Right.
Yeah, that's what's dumb. Like, how are you gonna have a multiplayer game but not give it crossplay?
Well,
yeah, honestly.
And for me, it was like I saw what it was, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really interested in playing Elden Ring game like that. I was very proud of the character I created and the stats I put in my character and the weapons and abilities I got for my character instead of playing a pre-made character with set abilities and weapons, and that you level up through a battle royale type process to fight bosses. I was like, that's not really. I was like, I'm not really here. Like, it's not really speaking to me, you know? So I was like, I'll hold off on this one. I do appreciate it just because it's kind of like taking risk on their genre, and they're not charging 70, 60, 80 bucks for this. It's a $40 game off rip. So I was like, you know what? I appreciate that they're taking this risk. It's not for me, but you know, good for the people that are enjoying it.
You're just walking so slowly up to me. I'm just waiting for it.
I think I'd try it if it was free with some friends, but it's like one of those things that I feel like I wouldn't want to play it unless I'm playing with everybody else, and then it's kind of like in its own little niche category of I'd barely touch it unless everyone else was on. And
there's like even no like game chat either, like you can't really communicate. So that's the thing. It's like it kind of sucks to play with random. You got to pretty much have friends to play it with to really enjoy it.
From Software is the Nintendo of online and party matchmaking things. It's so weird how far behind they are, and everyone else is like, they make phenomenal games. It's just like they stop there with as far as innovation for anything else. This is like one of the bigger risks they've done as far as doing like a online thing with any other players, like co-op of any sort.
It's so smart to do something like this though, because you already have the engine.
Right. Absolutely. That's what I said. Like hey, I'm one for studios and like companies taking risks on trying something different. As long as it doesn't like, oh, we're completely changing everything to this. We're sinking all of our money into this, and this is what we're gonna do from now on. Kind of like, you know, Rocksteady with Suicide Squad and Kill the Justice League. I think that was dumb. You had a really good formula with your Batman games. You could have continued on single player superhero games, and you could have been like successful and like maybe done a small project on the side that was like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, not sink everything into that.
Was it not like the Batman thing? I thought it was.
No. It was like a loot 'em and shoot 'em type game. Like this played more or less like almost, no, I can't even say that. I was gonna say like Destiny, but it's not really. It was really weird. But a lot of people did not like it, and it was, I don't know why they changed
I kind of at least got to the story. Like I kind of just YouTube the story because obviously I was just interested in that, and the story looked pretty cool.
Yeah, story did.
But yeah, otherwise gameplay, I was like, no.
Oh yeah, and they retconned the story too at the end of it, I think, right? They brought Batman back or something like that.
Oh, did they?
I think so at the very end, yeah. Because like they've been kind of like updating the story through each content drop, and the last content drop that added Deathstroke, you got the final part of the story, and I think like Batman comes back or something like that, and it was like all a test or some shit, and I was like, everyone was like, that was so stupid. Or was it even?
So
like
was
that?
it one of those?
Or was it a clone or something? I forgot. It was really dumb. I'd have to read. I forgot what it was, but everyone was pissed off. They're like, this was fucking stupid.
Can't kill Batman.
Or it was like either a clone or a different Batman from another universe came in. It's like, I forgot what it was. It was a really dumb way to do it, though. It was just them wrapping things up, though, so.
Yeah, I ain't gonna die off that. Come on, get up.
So Adam, when are they bringing in those albino dinosaurs? When this shit happen?
Apparently it's supposed to be now, but I think it's I think when they say albino, they just mean it has white patterns on it as well. So, wah wah. Got excited for no reason. I thought it was gonna be something special.
Right.
I don't even know why I let those fuckers join my game. They were horrible. My fucking summon did better than them.
And sometimes it be like that, man. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of games with all these announcements. I'm kind of surprised, like, especially on Xbox end, that we did not see Gears of War and that we did not see Fable.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
forgot.
surprised by Fable, 'cause that's
Also,
one of-
Gears of War?
Yeah, Gears of War E-Day comes out at the end of this year, and we didn't get. I thought they would give us like maybe another little teaser or something. Unless Xbox, which it wouldn't be out of the realm of what Xbox has done in the past, and I think even Sony, like, they do like their summer showcase, but then they'll also have another showcase later on. Well, Sony's kind of notorious for having just a ton of showcases at random points in time. They're like, hey, guess what? In a week we're having a showcase. You're like, oh, okay, wasn't expecting that.
Honestly, I feel like ever since we lost E3, the showcases have been super consistent.
They have. It sucks because it was all because of greed, and I actually, like, after you learn all about it, I was like, cool, you know, I actually stand with them all ditching it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because you looked at the event and it really did become less about gamings and more about the spectacle, and it's like, I just wish more people were about the games, you know. At least I wish another company would be like, hey, look, let's do E3 again. Well, we promise we can sign a contract. We'll just focus on the games. We're not going to focus on big names coming in. And
I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical event. Why can't they just do like a
yeah, no, for real,
E3 type of thing
where
all the
everyone,
showcases happen
yeah,
on the same week?
exactly. I would love that. Because then, because like, when you really get into the like the longest they go is about 2 hours, right? Back in when E3 was in its prime, it would be like, yeah, sure, 2 hours here, but then like in 20 minutes you're gonna get another 2 hours and another 2 hours of just non-stop video game releases and what's coming out, what's new, and that excitement was awesome. I miss that, absolutely.
Yeah, because for sure there's gonna be at least one game that gets you hyped.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was more inclined for games studios to really come out with something exciting because everyone's eyes were going to be there. They can at least guarantee that. Now it's all different and spread out, and maybe they don't want to put out their big release here, or maybe they might want to wait for just like a holiday type thing to come out to push it out because it might get more attention from there.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It does suck. But I am also mad it's not a physical thing. I remember one of my biggest things when I was younger. I always wanted to go to E3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
They still have a lot of gaming cons out there.
True.
It's big though.
I don't know what the biggest one is now.
Yeah, I don't know either. What could have been?
He went as
Look like a fucking bitch.
a pimp Iron Man. If Iron Man was a pimp, it was all pink. He had a cane and everything.
Yeah.
To where?
Yeah, he had like it was like a pimped out Iron Man. It was pink. The
Where
color
he-
thing was
was he-
pink. He had a cane.
Was it a
I
game?
think he was at some kind of
Convention?
Comic-Con or something like that.
Yeah.
Some convention, yeah.
Was it the one in here in Texas, the DreamCon?
Shoot, I do
one-
not know that part.
Yeah,
Oh,
DreamCon
okay.
by
Just had-
RDC, right? Aren't they in charge of that?
Yeah, yeah, they are. Megan Thee Stallion was there.
Yeah, I saw that. And she announced that she's making. Yeah, oh, you sent me that. Yeah, Billy sent me
Yeah,
that.
she announced her.
Good for her,
anime.
dude. Yeah, that's exciting.
Did she announce what?
She's coming out with an anime.
Yeah, the main
Oh.
protagonist is gonna. The main protagonist is gonna lie about getting shot in the foot. I'm joking. I just wanted to be sure. No.
You said it on stream. It's official.
Oh yeah, right. I'm a piece of shit. No.
I was like, I forgot I was on live.
I don't care. That's just funny. No. But I am like, it is super exciting to see more people jump in and start making like animes and projects like that.
I don't know if she's the type to make an anime. I don't know.
Why
about
not?
that.
She loves anime. She's always repping anime.
That doesn't mean you know how to do anime.
I feel like I don't think you necessarily need to draw. I think it's just as long as she's got a story to tell. Maybe she, loves the formula of anime. Oh shit! I'm not wearing my oxygen tank.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. She's gonna make the story. I'm sure she's not gonna be.
Right.
I don't get me wrong. I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. I just don't think this is her.
Hey, it could totally miss. Who knows? But I like when I like the ambition. I like when people, yeah, they get a drive for it.
She also just opened up Popeyes. She's all over the place.
Oh, speaking of which, I got to talk to Derek and Todd about that as well. But Dave's Hot Ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about Dave's House?
That I believe that Drake was a co-owner of that.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Subway just bought the rights to it.
Yeah,
I saw
I
that.
saw that yesterday.
Yeah, Dave's Hot Ones or whatever. So
They bought it from
They still
Drake.
trying to come back from the
I don't
whole
know.
Jared thing?
I don't know if he was 100% owner. I
Right.
think he just owned like a part of it or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, I never would have actually. I never even heard of the place. And then when I was in the chat with Roman and Todd and them, Roman was talking about going there and how he loves it with their chicken sandwich, but with honey. Like you ask for honey and then you put it on the sandwich, and then he made it sound really good. So I went and did it, and it was actually really good.
How about honey with like chicken, like legit chicken sandwich?
Yeah, it's like it's their hot chicken sandwich, and then you, he's like, I don't know why, but you take a honey pack with it, you put it on it, it goes so well. And I tried it out, and it was actually really good.
Hey, I can't
Yeah.
get her anymore.
You got
The
it,
first
dude.
time was perfect.
You were in
that I
Zen.
did, or the second time.
Yeah,
And
that's how it
then
always
I
goes.
fucking died the same time she died. It was bullshit.
I don't need any of
Those
that.
people watching are only watching to make sure you succeed. Nobody watches anybody on the Elden Ring. Wishes them good luck.
One watcher.
I'm watching you.
Oh.
I am a bot. No. Yeah. But yeah, those DreamCon seems like it'd be a fun place to fucking go, especially all those content creators are funny as hell.
It's another good time.
If I could go. Tony's alright, I'm gonna butcher his last name. Stavachi. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So he was there, and someone had a picture of Goku surrounded by a bunch of Namekians, and they said this was Tony at DreamCon. And he responded to it with crying, laughing faces. Oh, it was great.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Look at this. See, there's not a big gaming con actually. Not here in the States at least.
Yeah, it kind of died with E3, man. Like anybody like who tried to start one up, it's the biggest one right now. I guess the only person that's trying to keep it alive is Jeff Keighley, I guess. He with the Summer Game Show. Because I guess you could call those ones well, they're not really conventions. They're just the showcases. But he's kind of doing what we were saying. You don't need to be in a live event. You can just have it be an event in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one was the better one because there was a lot of different ones. There was a PC game show, there was the Xbox game show, PlayStation game show, there was the summer game show, and then there was I forgot what the one I just watched was. Something else.
Come on,
game
dodge
show.
those bitches!
What's up?
Nah, I was just...
Oh, I didn't hear. What's up, Billy?
You're talking about which is the best convention?
No, which one was the best one this year as far as like announcements and
Oh.
showcases?
Was the AA? Was that this year?
I think that was but that was the one where I sent you guys. I was watching that one. It was called. Technically, the PC one was also very much so in like indie games for sure.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, the indie one is the one.
Okay. Was it the one that had that one I sent you? That
I think so.
Yeah.
What's it called? Triple I. I think is what it's
Oh, I didn't see that one then.
called.
I watched the one that had the guys from the D&D hosting from Critical Role.
Oh, when was that?
I'm telling you, they were all over the place with these showcases, which is kind of unfortunate. That one was yesterday apparently, and that's where I saw the trailer for the one I sent in the chat. They also had the dude who voices Sasuke / Spider-Man there, and he got to announce some game. Yeah, I really wish it wasn't all over the place. But did you see the voice actors for Expedition 33? They were doing something. They all got together and they all dressed up.
Far?
What's up?
They're already making it?
No, not the next one. I'm just they had there was some like talk show or something or some event where they got to get together and talk to the voice actors from the game. And the voice actors all showed up wearing the French outfits with the baguettes in their hand. I was like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, they came out with Monoko's song.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was awesome.
Dude, his theme song goes so hard.
It really does. For no reason.
Everything about that game, I still marvel. Absolutely blessed by that game this year.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good games this year, but really, I think it was you that said like Game of the Year should be a game that came out and surprised everybody. And
Yeah.
that one was it.
Yeah, no, it's something. It's crazy. Like I usually like if I have like, you know, I'll get into my biases and whatnot. But if something can shake me out of a bias, then that speaks huge to me at least. I was still gonna ride or die. Well, I don't know about after this mistake. This mistake was actually pretty huge. Capcom actually deserves that L right now. I don't know what they're doing or who's running things there, but that's very bad mistakes that they're doing with that game right now. I love it. I'll still be playing it. I just don't like that response at all, and I think they deserve to have this bad reviews because of it.
What was it?
So yeah, they put out that update, and then it was messing up people's games. And instead of being like, "Hey, we're gonna work on an update to fix this," they were like, "Okay, so here's a guide how you can work around it. You got to delete some files and reinstall these different files, and it's like, dude, no, that's like this is your." Yeah, it's like you just made this mistake, and you're gonna tell people to fix it themselves. It's like no. So I wasn't mad at seeing that. I was like, that was off-putting. I don't like that. And then also yeah, they knew going into this. They knew this was a huge title for them. They knew it was gonna. I mean, obviously they know now that how many people bought the game and how many people have been playing it, and how slow the rate that they're drip feeding content is crazy. You gotta be cool. Like I know it's hard to do but it should have been something that was pre-planned. Like you guys should have had all this stuff ready because people are burning through it immediately on Monster Hunter. Because that's the other thing is like they've kind of overcorrected to make things way too easy, especially with drop rates and whatnot. Granted, it did need a little tweak, but they majorly tweaked it to the point where this correction you're done with. When they drop an event, a quest event, you're done with it within like an hour. Within an hour.
That's extremely fast. Holy shit.
Yeah, and so you're just new event drops, and you won't see another new event for like 2 weeks, and you're done with that event within an hour because it's so easy to get all the materials, and it's not like it's a long quest chain or anything. It's just one quest to just get these materials. So, like, they just did one, and it,
like, how do you balance the people who haven't been playing it or haven't tracked at the game?
right.
Trying to pull people in.
Yep, I get that. That is true. They do need to find that balance, and right now they're struggling to do that on top of putting out, you know, everyone. I guess one of the major reasons why the PC was so poorly received with all its not like the optimization and whatnot was all because of an earnings call. Apparently, I saw somebody do a breakdown. They needed to prove that they were going to be able to pull in X amount of money, and basically they were like, the game's close enough to being done on everything as far as optimizations for PC. They said that, like, there's some guy breaking it down. They might not have inadvertently said that this was the reason, but if you look at the numbers, look at when the earnings call was and what they needed to do to break even or to show that they were going to be at a surplus, they needed to release the game even if it wasn't ready on PC's end.
Okay, so they had to rush it.
Pretty much. So they rushed the release. That's why, right. And then now, I mean, it still worked out for them, though, because they did break records within Capcom for one of the best-selling games.
Yeah, which sucks because if you're a CEO, that's all you care about.
Right, exactly. And which is unfortunate, because, like, I love the Monster Hunter title. It does have a lot of care and love. It's just, once your company gets to that level, they're not going to care about that care or love anymore. It's just going to become about those earnings calls and whatnot. Which blows my mind, because it's like these... I don't know. Yeah, I guess there's no way to really prove it. I was like, can't they just know that these titles are going to bring in that money if they have that care and attention based off of previous things?
Yeah, you would think long term they would be like, yeah, this is not going to work out for us.
Right.
But
I don't
feel like they always think like within the quarter.
Right. They think so short term for no reason.
Yeah. Like your reputation really matters, especially the gamers.
Right.
So to hold people accountable.
Yeah, the guy did talk about like the only positive thing he's been seeing from like Capcom though, like because he did talk about this in a negative light and obviously pointing it out. It deserves to be called out for sure. He said the only thing positive he can bring to like talk about this is at least that they've been at a surplus at hiring employees. Like they haven't seen any like major layoffs or whatever. But I guess that's been going on for most Eastern devs. Chinese and Japanese devs have been at a surplus with their development teams, and even some companies reporting that now they're increasing their hiring and they're giving out raises depending on how well games do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, dude, that's how you retain really good talent too. It's like, I don't know, that corporate greed is really starting to kill the game studios in the West for sure. It's like you said, the reputation. It's all like they could if a lot of these companies like Ubisoft, if they could have just continue to like go beyond and just know that the reputation would have carried them in a good light, they could have retained a lot of those really good employees. And but then again, we probably wouldn't have gotten obscured, you know. It's weird times we live in. We got the pros and the cons, I suppose, but
Yeah, I do think eventually they do learn the lesson.
yeah, it's just gonna take a while to get that everything going back to, I guess, a norm. But it also does help that indie games are crushing it too, because then you get a lot more opportunities for these smaller teams to start like that have seen the mistakes of the AAA.
I just saw an indie game. Do you ever watch those videos from Kyrgyzstan?
Yes, yes, they're making a game.
They're making a game.
Yeah, I saw that. I watched like a video not too long ago from his, and then he promoted it, and I was like, yo, I was like, that's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah. That's really cool to work with the people that animate it too, just to make it look like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really cool animation style.
Absolutely.
I'll try this game out just because of that.
Is he gonna narrate in it? I don't know if he is. That'd be great though.
If he's got to.
Right? He's got a great narrating voice.
Yeah.
Yes, the donkey does put the Inky out of a job. The donkey is crazy good. And I also had to revamp this water base because I was like trying too hard to park it, try to get the 3-pointer over here and barely like have to get him at the right angle just to put it in this vault, which I like the premise of this, but I was thinking about it. I was like, what if I just left it open? I could park him right there and just grab it straight from him. Worked out 100 times better, and now we're cooking with the metal. So yeah, sorry the gameplay's been a little farmy, but yes, it is the prime Dunkleo gameplay right now. Bringing these metal ingots. As we talk about the gaming industry. What about you, Voltron? Did you keep an eye out on any of the video games that were announced or shown in the past couple days? Anything stick out to you? Or anybody else watching who wants to chime in, feel free. Oh, Resident Evil. That was crazy. That was very crazy. Back to Raccoon City, huh? I wonder how that's gonna, like...
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, like, they drop...
Never got into, but...
Yeah. They drop bombs on Raccoon City, so it's kind of cool to see a bunch of it cratered in and whatnot, so... Is it gonna be open world? Did they confirm that? Did I miss that?
Sure.
What? Open world?
He said, remember I told you. I don't remember that part. Did I miss... Wait, maybe... I didn't think you did talk about that, yeah. I wonder how they're gonna do that, though, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
I can see it. I can see the vision. Kind of like, or I guess you said you didn't play, but Atomic Heart kind of have like, I don't know if it was open world, but like open zone, which could be easily, changed into open world, and you just have like basically, or like the Arkham games, you know, you have like the open city map, and then like whenever you need to do like an event quest chain, it'll bring you into a building or somewhat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
It's gonna be me, or it's gonna be you and Russell. What, in Raccoon City?
I'll freak the fuck out, I'll tell you that.
If it would be online, that'd be crazy.
That would be cool.
I think it would take away a lot of the scariness, though, maybe. I don't know. Well, no, I can't say that. I gotta see people freaking the fuck out. What? What's wrong? He turns around.
What was that one game where we had to go into the buildings and
That's true. Lethal Company, yeah.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, that's true. That was very terrifying.
Yeah, it's about damn time I finally got the bitch.
So speaking of scary, I saw the trailer for Ill.
Yes.
That looks dope. Yeah, that looks ill.
I'm not playing that game.
It's really
I'm not
That was the other. I rewatched the trailer for it.
That's VR.
That's the third game that the company is working on. Mundfish that works. Yeah, insane.
That's so different.
They're cooking. Ill did look really good though. That game looks creepy as hell.
Are you guys gonna play it?
I think I might. I mean, I'll wait for reviews first, but it looks pretty dope.
I'm just more fascinated by. I'm in awe with Mundfish. I'm just surprised some companies just going that hard.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see if they're actually good games.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's like, did they just bite off more than they can chew? Like, and just was confident as fuck about it, or they are like, we're gonna cook and we're gonna continue to cook? Like,
I think one might get pushed back. I don't think they're all gonna.
Well, that could be it too. Like, yeah, maybe they just have trailers already, but they're not actually ready.
True, but like, also to be like, yo, we did a single player game and we're ready to tackle an MMO on top of another single player game while also helping another company develop a horror game. They are going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that is drive. That is the absolute drive right there. Whether it's bad or not, at least they have the drive and ambition to just full send. So I do just gotta give them the flowers for that.
The company's looking bad. Might as well like show your.
No, absolutely. They're already
Talented
sticking out
design.
to me for that reason. Them and Game Freak. That was the two biggest gaming companies that shocked me with all these announcements. Game Freak's still just weird to me. Such a different thing from Pokemon, and then not to have at least Nintendo talked about in their trailers is crazy to me as well.
I mean, yeah, maybe they want to branch away.
Somebody was like, "What if they had bad blood because of the poor reception of the last Pokemon game?" Like, what if Nintendo was like, "This is your fault," and you're like, "All right, bitch, you're not getting our next game."
It could also be that they want to spread out risk as well. They're like, yeah, maybe the Pokemon games are losing popularity. You know, we got to keep our bag somehow. Let's try something else.
All right.
Yeah. I think that'd be a smart call. So yeah.
Oh, I also saw. I don't know if you saw or heard about this Voltron, but I was watching somebody talk about Ark and like things coming to Ark. But it was the guy who they hired on, who was a modder, who created several of the dinos that exist in Ark today. Like, he created the mods, and then they hired him on as an official member of Wildcard. He's the guy who actually made the Gators. He's also working on several other free creatures to be implemented into the game, and one of them is like an upgraded Theory. I don't know if you've seen the thing, but the thing looks crazy. Someone was like, it looks like Freddy Krueger. I was like, this thing looks menacing as hell. It was huge, too. So I don't know if you've seen that, but it looks really cool. He's probably already the best dino. He's like, he can chug a bunch of veggie cakes and hold them in reserve in his back folds. Preserving them, you know? You'd be like, damn. No, but the thing looks really cool. I saw, like, I don't know if it was the guy, I think it was the guy who makes them. He, like, posted, like, a little test screening of the footage of him walking around in, like, a gridded mesh of behind-the-scenes type of deal. And the creature just looked insanely good. You ass. I have to see if Hey, they recreated the direwolf. Did they? Which was crazy. Or is? Wait, what? Huh? Yeah. Like the direwolf right here in our game right here, or is it a different direwolf?
Or maybe he's talking about the real direwolf.
It was all over the news.
Yeah, those.
Oh, you're talking. Okay. Let me dial up. I'm talking about Ark stuff. Yes. I did see the direwolf, and they had to have George R.R. Tolkien hold one instead of him finishing any of his books. So. Oh, that was the other thing to talk about. And they found that fish. I did not hear about that. What fish? The colonist? Oh, wait, maybe I did hear about that, actually. That sounds right.
Golden fish?
It's like a prehistoric fish. They found one, like, underneath, like, in a water cave, right? In IRL.
That's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. I assume dead, or did they find it alive?
Yeah, I would
I'm pretty sure they were alive.
fossilized.
Oh.
They were alive, right? They're just living in this pocket of little water. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing about that.
Should leave it alone then, probably.
Nah. Yeah, he's
Really,
alive.
you know
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
you know, come on.
Start crossbreeding
already
immediately. They need to get those mutations, okay, guys? They're going after the bosses in IRL. For when the big, giant green, blue, and red beacons arrive on Earth, they can be ready.
Crazy.
And that's how we get invaded by aliens. They just give us a trial to fight a giant spider, a giant yeti, and a giant dragon.
We would absolutely demolish that if that actually happened.
It depends on what we can load in with. We might only be.
Oh, good
They
point.
might. They might
bring
only. They might be like, all right, 20 at a time.
Okay, then we have a problem.
and then you would have to worry about the tech cave at the end.
Bro.
We need Adam and Russell. They've been preparing for this. They've been watching. Get Adam some motherfucking gators, and I didn't stutter.
I didn't stutter.
It's the best we could do, Mr. Mr. Adam, Mr. Nezwic. How many mutations they got? Here's a gene scanner.
Where's my goddamn saddles?
Yeah, right. Oh shit. An Ark movie is what we need. Like a live
They
action.
didn't even get the show yet, bro. What you mean?
I mean, they did
That
the
show
animated show.
I know there's supposed to be an Elden Ring.
I don't think they should do Elden Ring. We should wait. on
An
that
ascendant saddle, to be clear.
one. Oh yeah, an ascendant.
Oh shit! No, I just pressed E. Damn it. And
They're
I
doing an
died.
Elden Ring animated or live action?
Actually, not the. Say it's live
really
action.
hope it's
Laughing and
animated.
moving my
You
finger.
know, yes, I hope it's animated, but I feel like that as a live action would be easier to do than like these some of these other live actions they've done. I feel like it's, I don't know, the creepy vibe is easier to do. I feel like, I
I
don't
don't know,
know,
it's gonna be a lot of
trying to do
CGI.
characters, you know, like
CGI
Dragon
now.
Ball Z. Like Piccolo, that's a
Dude,
weird,
I feel like I'd be more
oh,
pissed about
yeah.
that than trying to fight any of these bosses.
The CGI would be the hard part. Though. You'd have to do CGI for like every boss.
I think they do better with CGI when it comes to creepy. I've always
That's
seen like
suicide.
creepy
Send
when it comes to
Russell.
CGI, I feel like.
That is AI yet.
Russell.
Oh
that's
god.
true, yeah.
Voltron was all like, the government's gonna be like, we need to send you into this cave to get the artifact of the brute. And I'd
Nah,
be like, that's suicide.
Bro, I just nope.
And he said, send Russell.
Like I need 5 scuba tanks.
Right. At least 20 gators.
Dude, I'm going over prepared. I'm like, let's just bomb it.
Can we get a Giga in there?
I swear. I'd be like, let's just do it. We got this. Like, bro, let's not.
Right. We gotta inch our
Oh,
way
shit.
little by little. Look at this mad lad right here. What did I do with his saddle? There it is. Uh-oh, did I name him? That's fine. He still got the traits. Yes, sir. This is 4. Yeah. Where is Aqua Dino? That's right. Poor Aqua Dino. Drowned. I'm so mad I fumbled that. That was horrible. That's what I get for looking in the menu and not paying attention that the Giga I am on is currently drowning to death. We hold a candle out to you, Aqua Dino.
Oh, is that how it happened?
Yeah, yep. I was busy looking in the menu. I didn't realize his head was underneath water. I was like, why is my camera, why is my the game flashing red? And as I go look and as I like undo the menu, it's right when he dies, and I was like, oh.
Like, fuck.
Pretty much. He died quick too from drowning. That was
That's
crazy.
so- Like dual wielding great katanas.
Yeah. I like the dual wielding curved blades for Elden Ring. Those things. That's what actually are what I beat Radon with in the DLC. I put ice on him, and it was good.
Oh yeah, ice is nasty.
Yeah, ice, and then it was the dual curved swords. That and the Milady Claymore. Love that sword.
Yeah, I have 2 of the Scavenger Blood Curse swords, and I was dual wielding those.
Hell yeah.
Those were like my. That's when I was doing a blood build though.
That's fair. That's actually really good too. All right, now I got metal in here. I just need to get polymer. Damn it.
I even got like 2 of the Rivers of Blood, and I was like dual wielding those for a while as well.
Yeah, everybody was loving those Rivers of Blood.
Yeah. I really got like a shit ton of swords in storage.
Is that official private? Oh, it's private. Yeah, private PvE. Sorry if I just saw your message there. RD159. So yeah, this is a private server. Just private on the island. And yeah, my brother-in-law owns the server, so he rents it. And we're trying to beat the bosses before. We're trying to beat all the bosses before Ragnarok drops on the 18th. So this has kind of been the journey. Me and Russell, just the 2 of us. We have some things tweaked to our advantage, but not like damage or anything. None of the damage has been touched, but like taming time has definitely been touched. I think taming time is the most like tweaked stat. Everything else is pretty much normal.
Much the same.
Yeah. Should tweak the breeding rates. Jesus.
Bro, at least not 2 days, man.
Right? That shit's brutal. Should be like, Sean, give me an access. Let me change it up. It's the only part I gotta figure out about my nice little build here is these gators, their legs get in the way sometimes. There we go. I'm out.
Sometimes okay.
Alright, if I get the 5 mutation here, that would be crazy. This would be unprecedented right here. The luckiest man alive. Oh, okay. So it needs to be leveled, let's see, to get the next mutation is 244. We're looking for a 244 egg. 242. 234. Hut. 242. 242, 242, 242. Nope. 236 and 234. None of them. Wah. Such a bummer. But I also think I should also keep some of these just to continuously build on to my Gator army, which I should actually start leveling them up. They've been cryopotted for some time now.
Yeah, at least a day you'll be good with like 30 levels.
Yeah, they've been, I think, longer than a day for sure. I also gotta get rid of these cryopods. Or not get rid of them, just take them off my hotbar. Alright. I'm taking my battle gators. I'll just take them all out. Let them all breathe some nice fresh air. I will use the cleared out area right now. Throw them out at. Oh, and then Ark Survival Evolved, I guess, is having a bigger player count than Ascended right now. And it's only, people are like, why is this happening? And people are like, dude, look, it's on sale for like $5. So there's a lot of people just jumping in to see what it's, or play it. Or, you know, I wouldn't say it's because it's doing anything crazy. And a lot of people are talking out against the water survival Aquatica. No, the water map that got announced for Ark, which I thought was going to be on Ascended. It's not. It's only for Evolved, which is weird. And it's a Snail
you didn't tell me
Games
that.
project. Yeah, I know. I just recently learned that. And it's like just a Snail Games project, so it's not even Wildcard or something like that. And people are like, don't even buy it. Don't support this. And I'm like, damn. That's crazy. All right. Get them all to 30 at least. 32 is good, yeah. Get their meelees up. Go. Actually, I should have been. I'll throw these guys out over here. I didn't mean to do that. I'm overheating. Huh. Yeah, this Gator armor is getting a little out of control. It's beautiful. It's damn near my whole base is just filled with Gators right now. This one's not getting any more levels. Health 2, melee 1. Okay, okay. I was about to say, there's no way. There it is. There's all the levels coming in hot and late.
Oh, it showed like 15 at first. And...
It just showed 1. I was like, there's no way.
Oh,
It's like, okay. I don't know when Ark became a comedy game. It's like playing jokes on me. Taking care of business every day. All right, everybody, let's crock and roll. Am I right? That's actually the name of this stream tonight.
I'll be right back.
all right.
Russell, you have to give me a gator pun to make the next title card with for my next thumbnail.
I'll leave it up to your viewers.
That's a weird title card. Actually, name it that for next episode. I'll leave it up to you, the viewer. Hey, that might cause attention. What are you leaving up to us? Ah, look at you. Thinking outside the box, Russell. Smart man. Smart man.
I think I'm done with Ark.
He's like, I'm yeah, actually, no.
Rust.
He's like, I'm cool with not beating the boss. Play Rust is crazy. I've been seeing good reviews on the Dune game, even though after I've watched gameplay, I'm still just in the ballpark of it. This doesn't look like it's for me. It looks,
Which one?
too early to get the Dune. It's a survival MMO.
Oh, I didn't know they were making another game.
Yep. And it's in early access right now, or like pre-release. Like actually officially it releases like within a day or two or something, or within a week or whatever. Soon, very soon.
It's an MMO?
Yeah, it's gonna be a survival MMO, so you still have the survival aspects of building a base, taking care of your resources, drinking, heat, this and that, but it's also an MMO. It's made by the same people who made Conan Exiles.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it looks like, I mean, graphically and everything else that's implemented, the game kind of looks like it thrives in endgame. Because, like, they show about a lot of vehicle gameplay and, like, a lot of, like, cool shit. But, like, every person I was watching early on was nowhere near any of that stuff. Every, like, video or little clip I'd see someone playing the game, they were just doing the same old, just walking around in the desert, which is the other gripe of mine. Like, no offense, it's just I don't know how much of a desert biome I can handle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is the whole thing taking place on the same
on
place?
Arrakis. Yeah, to my knowledge, from like I said,
It's just desert the whole time.
Yeah.
There's nothing to look at.
So that's kind of like where I'm like, I don't know how much I can handle of that for nonstop. It's kind of the reason I don't play Scorched Earth. What's up?
What'd you say?
You wouldn't make that mistake, would they? Just leaving a whole bunch of open space, like they know people don't want
There's
that.
there's like little caves you can go, and I'm gonna say little, but there's caves, there's cave systems, there's buildings and like temples and stuff like that, but none of it really screams like you're out of that biome. You still feel very much so inside of like a desert setting within those buildings, temples, caves, you know.
And they're restricted by the story itself.
Right.
It's a huge desert.
Oh God, that scared the fuck out of me. Dude, I swear, I'm gonna get a fucking squirrel
Do
dropped
you
on my
even
head.
walk around the desert, or do you have to walk funny?
What do you mean? What do you mean walk?
You know, they
funny?
can't walk on the sand.
Oh yeah,
in
you have to be
Arrakis,
careful
so-
because there is giant worms that will, and I guess like if you're running on the sand, there'll be like a tremor meter or something.
Wow. Okay. I probably won't play it, but I'll
Keep an eye on it. Right, that's kind of how I am right now. Like I hope it's good, just because you know I'm more than happy to welcome anything into the survival gaming space that you know looks like it could be a good challenger to like an arc. I need something to
Yeah,
challenge
I
it
don't
directly.
get how you can be both survival and MMO. I don't really understand.
You know what kind of teeters it, but I wouldn't give it props of being a survival. I think the closest thing that I can think of that kind of teeters that line is Fallout 76. Right, that game, like, you're rarely ever messing with any of the survival aspects. Even the buildings, like, kind of, like, momentarily, or at least feels momentarily, you have to set up a base location. I kind of think that's kind of how this is as well.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like, if anything, it's going to feel like more of like a Fallout, maybe a more fleshed out. Maybe this game might be more of a challenger to Fallout 76 than anything else.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. I gotta do something about these squirrels in the ceiling, dude. The thing that bothers me is I knew we had squirrels in our ceiling, but I'm downstairs. There's just the way for like the bathroom's upstairs, and I think they've worked their way through the bathroom walls to get to this part of our ceiling. Damn squirrels.
It's only all rent.
Right? Starts handing me peanuts and cashews. I'm like, no.
No. Oh, that's funny.
Damn, you're only almost level 3.
What's up?
Level? You're like 240, 250? Talking about Adam's level.
Oh, my character's level?
Hey, like, is that your character right there? Or is
Yeah.
that your, oh, that's your Gator level?
Yeah. I'm at level 103. Oh, I don't have my chibi on me. There you are, vengeance.
How shall I fight next? Elden Ring. How the fuck do I get down there?
Fight Placidusix. Dude, that... Oh, man. That's the crossover I desperately want in Monster Hunter, though. I want the Elden Ring crossover, and I want it to be a crossover where they add a monster, and I want them to add Bale. That would go so hard. Fighting Bale in Monster Hunter. That's the move right there. Billy, have you seen Bale? Or did you play any of the DLC for Elden Ring?
No, I didn't even beat the base game.
Oh shit. There's a dragon named Bale, and he is.
It's so cinematic.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
And
Oh,
he
I've
look.
seen the clip of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched a video of the whole game story.
Okay.
I just
Can
knew
you
I wasn't
see
gonna have
Egon?
Yeah.
Curse you, Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Hell
was cool.
yeah.
You can summon him in that fight.
Yeah. And he does
Yeah,
his
that
whole
was cool.
spiel. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Behold a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh. That line is so cold.
Yeah.
You know how hardcore you gotta be able to say that to somebody? Dude, that'd be sick. I could already imagine that quest, and it'd be Egon who gives you the quest in Monster Hunter. Let's hunt down this. It'd be so cool. You can get his, for your bow users in Monster Hunter, you can get his bow. Oh my goodness. It would go hard. Hard, very hard.
Did he say that line to the dragon?
Yes.
That does go pretty hard.
Right? I only know it because I died a million times, and I summoned it. Right when you summon, he goes on that spiel. Curse you, Bale!
What did Bale do to him?
Oh, they've been. He mortally wounded him, and Egon was only staying alive out of spite. So when you kill Bale, Egon dies from his wounds. He succumbs to his wounds. It's the most pettiest reason to stay alive, and I love it. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, he's been hunting him down for the longest time. Yeah.
As you could tell, he's like fucking missing limb.
Well, that's not even from. Well, actually, I don't know how much Egon has done to him. I don't know if Egon was the one that.
That was actually from another dragon.
It was
I
from
think it was.
Placidusix, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because Placidusix is missing a head. When you fight the dragon of Placidusix, he's supposed to have 3 heads, but one of them is missing. And when you fight Bale, the head of Placidusix is still attached to like his back neck.
Really?
Yeah, if you look
I'll
at
have
it.
to look into
Yeah,
that.
yeah, dude, I was in
I
love
think I'm
with
gonna
the
do that. I'm
design
gonna
and everything.
like
I was
that.
like, oh, that was so sick. Yep, Placidusix head still attached to Bale, and I just. But yeah, Egon, man, that man had some hate in his heart, and I fucking loved it. Yeah, because when he goes, behold a true Drake warrior, he's talking about you as a, because to get Egon on your side, you have to kill like every dragon in that area, and he refers to you as a Drake hunter as well, because he was hunting dragons as well.
Oh, otherwise he won't join you.
Oh yeah. Like you can talk to him, but he won't like really address you as like somebody who has his same convictions.
Gotcha.
And then once you kill all those dragons, he's like, all right, you're just like me. So let's go kill some dragons. And then he's like, let's take on Bale. And man, yeah. Oh, I love it. And somebody did that whole spiel with Rammstein music in the background. It was perfect. It's one of my favorite Elden Ring edits, period.
The story of Elden Ring just goes so hard.
It does.
I wish they had fleshed it out more than like having it on the weapons. But I did watch a whole like hour video.
The other thing you really got to appreciate about it is it's so crazy how you can write a story and how somebody can interpret it. And that's basically what it is. George R.R. Martin wrote his story, and then this was basically Miyazaki saying, okay, well, this is my interpretation of it. I'll make these creatures look more demonic than you probably depicted them in the books or in your story, and it was just cool. It was just cool to see the two minds mesh together and see this world that was created. And because I guarantee you, when George gave his story, like, hey, this is the story I want, he probably thought he was gonna follow through with the story and not like being in the aftermath of everything, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, at least how I pictured it. I could be wrong with this. I feel like he was like, George was like, all right, here's the story of Elden Ring. You're going to make a game out of it? They're like, yes, we're making a game out of it. Okay, well, here's the story. And in George's mind, he's probably like, all right. He's probably going to be like, all right, you'll have to pick which army you want to be a part of, if you want to help out Radon, or if you want to, like... Because, like, everything that happened in that story is kind of like the post-makeup of the aftermath of the story, you know? Living in the remnants of what's left behind.
That's true. Yeah.
So I feel like because he chose
George
to,
R. Martin.
I feel like I don't think George R. Martin's story had to deal with
Oh, this aftermath. It
right.
Was like
yeah. What's the?
I see what Adam's saying.
I could see it to an extent. Like I could see him like setting up like, yeah, this is how the world works. This is how the reincarnation system works. There are these people that did want to challenge it, and you like Ranny the witch and the madness, right? Like the different ways you can go about it, or you can succumb to just doing the whole reincarnation thing all over again. I could be wrong about this, but this is the way I think of how this situation went down.
That's your headcanon?
It's my headcanon, yeah. Just based off of like how I see the minds working. Especially because I feel like something like if... Alright, here's how I would put it. Is if instead Miyazaki was handed Game of Thrones, like say he had to make a game based off of Game of Thrones, Miyazaki would have taken it and been like, okay, well, 100 years have passed and the White Walkers already went through Westeros and killed everybody or something like this. Now you're the last survivor dealing with the basically the aftermath and everything that was set in precedent of this, right?
That would be dope, honestly.
I think that's how
after they won,
right?
That'd be super cool game.
I feel like that's how Miyazaki, because I don't know, just the way Miyazaki thinks. He always thinks in like such a tarnished, like no quote, joking, pun intended, I guess, tarnished world. Everything is always so barren in any Souls game. It's always like you're the last, you're too late to the party, but you're just right on time for all the right reasons. I don't know, like you're right on time for your party, but not you missed the whole party for everyone else. Like, yeah. And I feel like that's kind of how Miyazaki's always just done things, which is a cool way to do it. And that's why most of the stories kind of they make sense, but it's always like you're catching up with the story because the story's already happened. Now you're creating your story based off the aftermath.
You're always having to piece it together,
right?
Based on people's retelling of their part of the
right. Whenever I'm playing a Souls game, I'm always feeling like okay, well, now I'm playing the story after the story happened, and this is how it goes. Yeah. I don't know if I have the right interpretation of thinking about it that way, but that's kind of how I always think about it, because it's always like, oh shit, this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, and now I exist after all this stuff has happened, and how am I gonna go about it? So
yeah, that's why I had to watch a video on it, because
fair enough, because you got to piece a lot of things together. Yeah.
But also the names are confusing.
Oh yeah,
I was like, okay, wait.
And George, George is he's so fucking conceited. He's such a dick for that. He only did that for his initials. He's such a fucker for that. You cannot convince me otherwise. They either start with a G or an M or an R. He's such a dick. Yeah. George R. Martin. What a dick. But yeah, no, I think that's how it is. I feel like when he had the people interpret Game of Thrones, he's like, yeah, that's exactly how I thought about it. Then Miyazaki's like, all right, let me interpret your other work. And he's like, all right, so we're doing the aftermath, and there's all these fucked up looking creatures. And George's like, whoa, I guess you're not wrong, but that's probably not how I was thinking about it. Like, I just don't picture him. There's too much Souls-esque element into Elden Ring story. Like the creatures
I just want to go back. You are totally cooking. with the like aftermath of Westeros after the night. Game. That would be an amazing game.
That it would be an amazing. It would be an amazing
Like,
Souls
White
game.
Walkers everywhere.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
And, like,
you're
you
just
get to
picking up the
piece
pieces. Yeah.
You get to see the storyline of Game of Thrones that we saw,
Right.
with a different ending, but you get to piece that together, like everything happened. Like, oh, Cersei did
Could
this.
you imagine you're
these
killing one of the
characters are still
dragons only to
alive.
find out this was one of the ones that was with Daenerys, and this is, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh, it got felled in battle and became one of the, okay.
Maybe see Jon Snow like still trying to fight, but he's been like.
Oh,
corrupted
shit,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, like
Like,
how that
that'd be
trailer
awesome.
for the other Game of Thrones, they actually turned him into a White Walker, so maybe you could deal
Yeah,
with something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. He'd be like
That
one of
would
the,
be
he'd be like the Millennia boss fight.
True. True.
He's just chilling the longest time, and then you're like, you have to go to a separate room with him. He's like, I just can't handle this anymore, or something. Or he succumbs to being a White Walker, and then that's the big fight. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
actually
you know,
would.
what'd be an awesome fight as well.
What's that?
Rob with the wolf head.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
See, and that's exactly what Miyazaki would have done. He would have been like, oh, so that happened?
Absolutely.
So that's who he is. And so, whoa. George is like, I said it happened. Doesn't mean he survives like this.
Man,
So that's why I think,
we gotta get you in a room somewhere. I don't know who needs to do this, but we can make this happen.
well, I'm just going based off of how I think, how I've played since playing the Souls games, playing Miyazaki's products. I feel like that's the way he imagines things, and I feel like that's the way he interprets stories. And I just remember there was an interview, and Miyazaki was talking to George, and he brought up something about making these creatures look really weird and demented. He's like, I mean, like, I guess that works. Like, that's kind of cool. And it's like, you could tell it wasn't George's idea from the look that way, but it was still like his interpretation of his work. And it's like, all right, so this has to be the kind of blend he's working
I
with.
heard that he was the one who did like the dialogue, is what I heard.
Right. He basically set up the world, and he's like, this is the story of the world. And Miyazaki's all right, cool. So we're gonna play after all that shit has happened. Which is actually like a cool way to take a cool story and then go, hey, I'm gonna build on this story without ruining anything.
Yep.
You know, it's like if that wasn't it, say that was like a Star Wars, you're like, that's like you're dealing with the aftermath of some tragedy, and then you're building on it in a different way that doesn't impede on anything that's already been set. Yeah,
I'll be right back.
right on. Alright, let's see. What do I need? Oh, fudge. I know what I need. Electronics and polymer. What, me? Am I still streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still streaming. Why were you gonna call me a bunch of names? I'm just joking.
Wow.
Wow. Yep. All million people watching were in a complete agreement with everything I was saying.
That's fucking crazy. I know they're not.
Wow, Russell. That hurt.
Back.
All right. Really gotta set up this theory section, but I also gotta finish up making the infinite berry farm. I really hope it works. We'll see how it goes. I just have to create the butler, dude.
Oh, that robot. It's a bunch of weird things for you. You need like black pearls and polymer and all this other shit.
Yep, I'm about to drop the 100 black pearls on them. I'm about to do it. I just pray that it still works.
Yeah, if it's gonna hurt your heart.
In my pockets.
Oh yeah, that's
Have to go hunting fucking Toothos again. I just need polymer, and I think I just need maybe 100 more electronics. Let's see. which I definitely have stuff for that. The polymer is a different story, though. My punk ass is gonna have to go out there and mine that shit. Oh, you know what? Let me take a gator for some reassurance here. Just in case somebody tries to get the drop on me while I'm out there. I also gotta do some more. Man, there's so much shit I gotta do. I gotta get more meat. Oh my god, dude. You know what? I need to stop everything I'm doing. I'm out of meat. I need to go do that now. Damn. Time to get this money. I mean meat. Alright. Finally get to use the carca you gave me.
Oh yeah, bro. Wait till you fucking.
I'm gonna just pump it all on the melee.
I did. I fucked up. I did some of them the wrong way, but I meant to do melee and stamina.
Oh,
that
shit, I should have done
like,
stamina. Yeah. Ah, whatever.
It's nasty.
If I have to walk, I guess I'll stand there for 20 minutes and then walk. I'm joking, but
Still walks pretty like quick though.
dude, the base attack on this thing is when I was getting to like 90 on the other one. That's crazy.
Oh, you're just getting. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just 400s, 500s right now. Oh, Alpha Carno. Okay.
That's a good way to start off.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle it, Russell.
Get the fuck out of here. These things are meant to rival the Giga, bro. There's no.
Right.
Thing.
I just took a nasty amount of fall damage. I wasn't paying attention. He ran off a cliff. Jeez.
Oh, were you running while you had the buff?
Yeah.
That thing, yeah, you zoom. Fuck that.
Whatever. I'll take that. Dude, you gotta stop. I shouldn't have went this way. I shouldn't have went the other way. The incline isn't as bad on going the other way off my base. It's on me. I'd be so pissed. I accidentally kill him from fall damage. I'm like, dude, just don't give me good dinosaurs, Russell.
Just don't give me good answers.
I think how many dragons there are on the way to Bale.
Oh, you're not gonna summon Egon? You should kill all those dragons.
Did he kill all of them for Egon?
Yeah, and then his summoning sign is in the most bogus ass place ever. It's right when you enter the boss arena, and you have to basically dodge the first attack that Bale throws at you just so you can get to the summoning sign, and then hit that while Bale's about to fucking full force throttle your shit. So yeah.
I think I'll backtrack to them in a moment. I just want to get all the way to Bale first. Get
Oh, that's fair. Get that.
Grace point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, here we go. Actually, I should probably fight a couple of those dragons before too. I got like 300,000 souls. Almost level up. Backtrack, at least fight that angel. There's like so many dead dragons too.
Let me see your. Hold on, turn towards the camera. I want to see what your character looks like. Do you take pride in your character design?
Rip.
Well, this is just more because that outfit I'm wearing, like what's it called for like what's it called again? It's for like fighting in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it called? It does enhances jumping attacks.
Wait, let me see your character really quick. Hold on. Here, get off the saddle.
Get off. Get me off for a minute. Hold on.
Is your skin red?
Yeah.
Dude, Dylan. Me and you are too coded right there, bro. My dude's skin is red in my game too.
And especially I have like the dual blasphemous here.
What does your guy's face look like? I swear, if you have the same build, I'm gonna be like, what the hell?
I don't remember.
I'm not gonna
Let's
feel as
see.
special anymore.
Jesus is all red still.
Oh, okay. We're definitely different there. But that's crazy. The red skin goes hard though. Hell yeah. Yeah, for the longest time in Elden Ring, I was wearing the gladiator armor, and I was like, my guy looks cool as hell. And every time I'd summon the help I'd get, I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I'll watch people play this game, and they're like, bosses and stuff will beeline it, or like they'll actually keep your summons will keep the aggro of the bosses. I'm like, why the hell? Oh my god, I was like, this isn't fair. This shit's not happening for me. And then I found out, like, literally after the DLC was out, and after I've been playing it, wearing that same gladiator armor, found out that armor specializes in keeping aggro. So, the whole time I was wearing armor that was grabbing aggro, and I was like, well, this makes a lot of sense now. But I was like, I'm gonna keep wearing it because it looks cool as hell. At least I know that to expect that's why I'm getting attacked. Because I always saw the debuff thing there, I just didn't think anything of it. I was like, that's probably just something. I don't know what it is though. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, I'm stupid. It even says it in the armor description. I was like, oh, that's what I get for not reading.
Right. Yeah, there's been times I'll just like go through all my armor, just reading them and stuff like that. Like the armor set I have right now, besides the other one, it gives me attack power more, but it also makes it where I get damaged more easily too. It's in the DLC.
Yep, I do remember that. Yeah, Elden Ring, man, too much fun. I was convinced for the longest time too, after Elden Ring did, before the DLC, that there was an alternative ending that nobody knew about, how to unlock it, and I was like trying to be the first person to do it, and even though you know,
maybe there's still a secret.
well, because they say there is, but then they probably just saying that to keep people playing. But because I was like, they have people who like basically decode this thing to find out if it's true or not, and if they haven't found anything, there's more than likely a possibility that it's not there at all. But I was like refusing to give up, and there's so many ways I was trying to.
They could find out that secret, bro, for Remnant. They could find that shit out.
Right,
Yeah,
pretty much.
absolutely.
So that's why, you know, I was living in my own delusion for that. But man, I always kept on thinking, like, if I found it or discovered it, it'd been cool as hell.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, if you're still on when I'm done streaming, I'll have to see if I can hop on Elden Ring really quick and then stream it to the Discord and just show you my character. Very proud of his design. I love it.
And that's another thing too. Like my first playthrough, there's like a lot of cool armor that I had, especially from when I was doing a mage build.
Okay.
And I just don't want to feel like going through all that again, because I just got to remember to do all this and this.
Right. Step on your right foot. Don't forget it.
No.
As long as you remember to bring it around.
Oh my god. Won't even let me bring out a summon for this dragon.
Oh yeah, for that one. That one took me a while to be on my first try because I was doing myself a disservice. I just kept on trying to cheese him instead of actually trying to actually go about it. And I was like, no, I can cheese him right here. And I just kept on dying, and then I refused to give up until I eventually kind of still stuck with my cheesing of using my spells nonstop, but then also like getting in there. So it was a little mixture of both, but I could have gotten him beaten a lot earlier if I just stopped screwing around.
Yeah, I haven't done a mage in a while. Like, that was like my first playthrough. At least through this one, has always been just like I kind of just switch it back from like arc and then to faith. I so far just always like faith build more.
Oh yeah, Elden Ring is bogusly keen to faith, like bias. Yeah, they have definitely, absolutely everything in that game. Some of the best weapons.
Oh, actually,
are
no, it is
all
letting me bring up my
faith-coded.
summon. Oh shit.
Oh, you need a little faith, yeah.
Yeah. Some of the best armor, scales off of faith.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they went a little too hard on faith this time. Some of the spells initially, like first off, like playing were too bogus, especially the Kamehameha wave. That thing was.
Yeah, that thing was bogus.
It was
and I did have that
fun.
one.
Yeah, same here. It was too much fun melting a boss with that thing, though. I'm not gonna lie. Walking into the boss fight and just Kame.
Yeah.
Fucking, it was great.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm at 68 and I'm already hitting over 1,000. It's crazy. Oh, I love this. Dude, I wasn't even hitting 1,000 on my other arm. I can't believe that. This is nice. I gotta say. Hey, wait, he's not dead yet? There's still one Baryonyx out here that's not dead.
Yeah, that one he's been chilling, bro.
What
He's
the
been
fuck?
attacking the same shit, same area. He was like, yeah, I gotta get out the water, so he's just been chilling on land.
Damn, I totally thought he was gonna be dead.
Does he have any hide on him?
He probably does. He's chasing a
Originally,
Dimorphodon right now.
that's what I thought you put them out there for, but I was like, nah, Adam was probably just trying to get rid
It
of
was
them,
while
like
I was setting up the bio grinder, so I didn't currently have it like placed at all. So I was like, oh, I need more cryopods, and then I was like, fuck, I need to get rid of some of these guys, and I was like, all right, I'll get rid of these berries since we're not gonna use them, and you have better ones at your base. So I was like, I'll just put them out in the wild on aggressive, and it was like 4
and it gives you
or
an
5
ancient
of them.
and a somber. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Did you kill the 2 before this
No,
one?
I'm going back to those guys
Okay,
now.
yeah. I think it's the first time you talk to, or not first time, but it is after you kill them, you can talk to Egon.
Oh shit, fucking rocks behind me.
I gotta get to 100. I gotta see what damage this guy's actually really cooking with. Or girl. It is a girl. Let's see here. Come on. What do we got? Who's a good girl?
What's what?
That's SpongeBob. Who's a good boy?
I ain't no SpongeBob. I don't know about it.
He says that to Gary. He goes, "Who's a good boy?"
What problem are you watching?
But he says that
I
to
don't know.
Gary.
It sounded like more like Scooby-Doo or...
What? You don't remember that?
Some. Pennywise, I don't know.
Yeah, no, SpongeBob literally, he makes the stupidest face and he goes, "Who's a good boy?" It's great. I'm okay.
Everything's a
I'm gonna
SpongeBob
have
quote.
to. It really is. Life is just a SpongeBob quote. With the DLC skin of humanity. Nah, I'll have to now prove it to all 3 of you so I don't sound like a crazy person. Okay.
Yeah, I'll drop the clip.
No. Watching that sound like anything what Adam did.
It's exactly what he does.
I don't doubt that, but it's the way it sounded.
If I wasn't busy
That's why it's
right
quiet.
now. If I'm trying to get these. All right. You guys. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Dylan, I'm sorry. I gotta leave your stream for a second here. SpongeBob. And it's Who's a Good Boy?
Say hello to my new pal Rex. Not only is he loyal, but he knows tricks too. Watch and learn. Sit, Rex, sit. Roll over, Rex. Roll over. Now stay, Rex, stay. Good boy, Rex. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Did you hear it?
Oh.
No, I didn't hear that.
I don't hear shit.
Nothing. My goodness.
You guys hear that? You hear that's not what I said?
No, it's when he has. It's when he's trying to get a different pet. When Gary's with Patrick, he's like, "I got my good old pal Rex, and it's the worm, and it barks."
I remember that episode.
He's like, "Now stay, Rex, stay. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?"
Okay, now it kind of sounds familiar.
I may be many things, but I ain't no liar. Like that remains to be seen. Oh, is this a? What the hell is that? Is that Alpha Rex over here? What's going on?
So we've got our 9 saddles for the Rexes. Fucking finally. I'm over that shit.
Yeah.
Waste of my time, bro. It's so irritating.
I'm taking out Bronos in like 2 hits. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm telling you, it's nasty, that bite.
All right, let's take a look. What am I doing at 100%? 1,292. That's crazy.
Yep. Nasty. And it takes forever for that buff to go away.
It really does, unless you're like just. I mean, if you idle for too long, you start draining really fast.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're good. Damn, I got a U saddle. That's crazy.
Ah.
These fucking dragons won't sit still.
Probably shouldn't be finishing the little bit I had left, but still, whatever. We ain't going to sleep tonight. I'm joking. I totally am going to sleep at some point tonight, but.
Do you work tomorrow?
No, but my kids have school.
School? Wait, are they not out?
They get out. This is the last week. They get out on the 12th. Is the
Oh.
last day of school for them.
Yeah, over here, they're already out.
Are
Yeah,
you
most-
excited for them to be done, or?
I'm indifferent. Some things are better. Some things are worse. I was like, oh great. Like in the mornings, it's like sometimes they'll wake up too early and then they'll wake me up. I'm like, great, there goes my sleep. Which isn't the end of the world. It's just me being, dramatic about it, of course. But it is also nice to not also have to worry about like making sure they get to school on time or freaking out getting them ready and doing that whole, more early morning routine. Going at our own pace. I'm happy. I'm excited for them to have some time for themselves, and so
Okay.
most of the reasons I wouldn't be happy is just selfish reasons. So the me time element.
I just know I see a lot of parents who get excited when the school year is starting. 'Cause they're like gone to school the whole day.
Right. They get that free time, which is huge. It is really nice, but yeah. It is still really crazy to think that, though. My kids is moving. This will be next year. Will be the last year for Ava in elementary. 5th next year.
Oh snap! That is crazy.
I gave them all the realization. They were crying. I was like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this will be the last year you guys are all in the same school at the same time.
it'll never happen
till
again, right?
till Ava's in a senior in high school. It'll be the last time.
Okay, so they get one more.
They do get one more, but it is quite a long. And like I gave them that realization, they were crying. I was like, I'm sorry, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, so we gotta get your smarts up there. You gotta skip a grade.
What's the middle school that you're in the district of?
I forgot, honestly. I haven't even taken a look at it because I was
No,
especially it just
Lance
recently
isn't
changed
buying
actually.
Got him.
Because
that's what I was gonna ask.
they were
closed
just
one, right?
yeah, they closed for middle schools. I think
elementary
they closed.
school.
No, they closed like 6 elementary schools. They closed I think 2 or 3 middle schools, and they are like Ruther's basically closed.
Was Harborside
I'm
one of
looking
them
on
as
that.
well? Because they
Yeah,
are the
Harborside's
small
been
ones.
gone.
A fellow Drake warrior.
They went on a spree of closing a bunch of stuff.
Where is this guy at?
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, I could hear the dude's dialogue, but is he actually in here?
yeah, he comes in there. He's in the bed. Oh shit! I had to prove my.
Is he by
SpongeBob.
bail more?
He's by the entrance.
Oh, I see him
Ooh.
now.
Oh wait, this part. Never mind. I thought you summoned him for the fight.
Oh, that was the guy that was on the ground before.
yeah.
Oh, like in
you never
pain?
fucked with Egon before?
No.
Dude, he's sick, and he shoots arrows at Vale during the fight. He's goated.
Dude, that would have helped when first time I fought bail.
Yeah. And I was like, it was funny because I was having this conversation with Derek about people who were like, "Oh, I don't need to summon anybody for a fight." I'm like, dude, you are absolutely missing out on one of the coolest fucking speeches in the game because you're keep taking this high road of not summoning anything, which, you know, to each their own.
Egon's
But
curled
you're,
finger.
yeah. But
Oh, do I use the finger to summon him? It's not one of those little summon sign things?
no, it is a summon sign on the ground.
Okay.
Right when you enter in the boss fight for Bale, it'll be to like a little bit slightly to your left, but in front of you. And you just be careful because he will attack you right out. And then, yeah, it is. Curse you, Bale. Behold a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
A little fun tip for you. I don't know if you knew. It's not really a big deal, but if you put your tames on mating while they're still maturing, once they're done, they automatically lay an egg.
I saw that. Yep. Actually, I found
So
it out on
intriguing.
accident, and it was not. It was a creature I didn't need to be laying an egg, and I was like, God damn it.
Same.
Yeah. How do I keep on making this mistake? No, it wasn't too bad actually, but it was just. Uh-oh, is he gonna die? The Baryonyx is taking on with the Terror Birds over there. Oh no, a Dimorphodon. Okay, what else is attacking him? Some small creatures attacking him. He's taking some hefty blows there.
Do you have a normal saddle on him?
He doesn't have no saddle. I put them out there to die, and I wasn't expecting him to live this long. Oh, he
Yeah,
won! It was a Trudon and Dimorphodon. Dude, you need to die, dude. Wait, why? He got reset to level 1, or is that just probably a visual glitch? He was like 140 or something, I think.
Lockhart? What was that?
What the? Why are you turning around? I've got too much.
Turns human frame into ancient dragon and boosts dragon community incantation.
You've not used that thing?
The Rockheart? I haven't.
Yeah. You have to take off all your clothes. You do actually. I'm not joking. To activate
Do I
it.
just turn into a dragon or something?
Right, hold it, pick in the book.
It's true though.
He just wants me to get naked like his character.
My character's not naked. He's wearing gladiator outfit. Okay. A Shastasaurus. I don't know what that is. Oh, they're only on the center. Ah. Well, did you get it?
Tell you what.
Sorry, I was talking to Voltron. He was AFK or gone for a while, but he said he's like, sorry, I was taming one of the most pain in the ass dinos. A Shastasaurus. They're only on the center. It's the one. Oh, it's the one with the submarine saddle. So it's basically a submarine. But yeah. Oh, nice. Congrats, man. You got it. GG's.
You didn't cheat.
He plays unofficial, dude. There's no cheating. There's only pain and suffering.
There's only pain and suffering.
I am fucked. I'm mission to get here.
But yeah, no, you should check those things because there's like there's 2 different dragon forms. There's like what the hell are they called? The the horned Onis, those horned Onis guys. There's like a form that you can take of that thing too.
Oh.
And you look like a dragon person.
Is that all it is? It's just kind of just like blending in?
It boosts every incantation for dragon types, and it also gives you like an increased damage reduction based off. I think it scales off of faith as well, so it's like one of those. But it's it does a lot actually. It's pretty cool. There was a good amount of time I was rocking it just to
summon at?
So when you go, I don't know if he's gonna be there unless Bale is there. But when you go in there, see a little bit to you. Oh wait, can I see it right there? It's a little bit to the left. On. Yeah, you have to go into the. It's in the arena. His summoning sign's in the arena. So you have to go in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's usually like you already passed where it would have been. I turn around. It might, since Bale's about to drop on you. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be back a little bit. Kind of go towards it. Yep. There you go. And then right when you summon him, I already get
you.
Yeah, curse you, Bale. I'm telling you, man. I need to see that fucking. I would love that crossover with Monster Hunter. I think that'd be genius.
Damn, I couldn't even get my mimic out either. Or at least I got that part.
Yep, you're gonna have to do that every single time. I was probably the worst part about it. I love Egon, but summoning him during that, I thought that was so bogus how they did that.
Yeah, usually it should be like right before the door.
Bro, I can't even breathe before even having to summon you, Egon. It's like this dude's on me. Oops, I don't want raw prime. Raw meat, mate. Crunched from the carcass of many dinos.
Fuckers had to put a message right in front of it, and I'm like reading the message instead of summoning them.
The oldest trick in the book from any From Software game. It's the ultimate troll. Dude, I thought this thing was gonna be filled. I'm barely even fucking scraping the surface. Well, no, that's a lie. I got a good amount in there. Oh shit, I gotta put meat in here, don't I?
He like talks the entire battle scene.
Yeah, dude, because its speech is long, but it goes so hard. At first I was like, it's probably gonna be annoying, but then like I was listening to what he was saying, I was like, damn. It's like, go off, Egon. Why aren't you pulling from the cart? Go to your home. There we go.
Oh, here's his wing form.
Yeah, somewhere on his neck is
Yeah, I was trying to look for it.
yeah.
See if I can see the dragon head.
He is convoluted with
Damn.
detail, so it's kind of hard to see those things.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, sick, dude.
Dang, it's a small head compared to his head.
Dude, yeah, he's a chunky boy.
Oh, fuck.
Alrighty, what am I missing? I think just the polymer now. I'm gonna make a little more electronics. Yep.
Don't fly, don't fly, don't fly, don't fly away, don't fly. You're almost there, you're almost there. You're gonna fly away, dude. I got like 2 hits left. Come on. No, you fucker bit me! Don't you kill me!
Oh no,
How much health you have?
dude. Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
No, that was a really good run. Are you using the one dragon sword against him or whatever?
No, I'm just using the blasphemous.
Oh,
I do
shit.
have that, the dragon katana.
Yeah, that thing was pretty sick.
Got 2 of them now, actually. Oh, it's not even level 10 yet.
Oh, you got it though. You were killing it. I swear, there's never enough time to get everything I need done, man. I'm like thinking, I need to run over here, do this. I still haven't even got the theory set up yet, man. It's killing me. Well, I don't want to set them up without getting that berry thing set up either, because I feel like that would be crucial. I would never have to worry about feeding them. They'd always be fed, basically.
I'll do that real quick, right?
I'm working on it. I gotta get the robot dude, so I need to craft him. But to craft him, I need to get a bunch of metal, polymer, and electronics made. So I have the metal. I just gotta go back. I was smelting it at the other base.
Electronics, bro. You got that the red fucking obelisk. You get like 200 to 300.
Oh, that's fine.
Don't you?
I was close to having it anyway, so I wasn't worried about it. And I had a bunch of silicon pearls too, so I was making it.
Come
But
on. That was, he took me out way too quick.
right now, I need just polymer is my issue. Well, and the metal, I had to grab the metal from the water base and place that into the linked thing storage. As I just got done with a crazy metal run earlier. I'm surprised it wasn't done smelting, but yeah, it's still going. Robot dude's not worth it unless you have an excess resource to waste it on. So with the way, did you guys ever fight the gorilla boss fight? We did the gorilla boss fight on, so we did it on Gamma and Beta, but Russell died during the Beta version of it. He got hit by a homing rock. It bounced off the wall right to him while he was on the UD, so he was not too happy about it. That's what happened. So we were just gonna run it on Alpha, because we think we can do it. We think we can handle it on Alpha as long as we got everything prepped ready. Russell's got all the saddles made for his Rexes. We just need to get the rest of the saddles for my Gators made. But yeah, there's this reason I want to do it, and it's from a video. I'm gonna try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't. But it looks like I can pull it off from the way the guy was doing the video for the robot. And he needed the robot so he could just, all it was doing, its one and only job is to shovel shit. Is to grab the fertilizer and throw it into the crops. This way I don't have to worry about doing it manually. He just puts it into the crops that are on top of the back of the cart that's the turtle's carrying around. And there's a water tank on there constantly doing that, and then there'll be troughs to put all the berries in. This way, when I have the berries, They just eating nonstop from there, and I don't have to worry about it at all. So there's the vision. Hopefully, like when I get to it and get it crafted, hopefully you'll have a better look at it and grasp of how it looks. But yeah, initially I remember being so excited about that, and then I saw everything about the robot and was like, this thing sucks. So I never did it. So then when I was looking up videos on the carts, because I was like thinking about, can you do something with the carts and crop plots? And someone was like, yeah, and there was this video I saw on it, and I was like, that looks really good. So yeah. Yeah, let me, actually, you know what? You did me a solid. Let me send you the video. Although the water tank he was using in the video no longer is able to be put onto the saddle, but the metal water tank is. Like on the cart. So now it's, you just got to use the metal water tank, and that works. Yeah, absolutely. The way it, like he has it set up. The other thing I was having issues with for some reason, like 3 out of the so I had like 5 different crop plots on there stacked up to at least 5 times, but 3 out of the 5, or it's like 4 out of the 5. A certain amount of it just doesn't stack all the way up for some reason. So I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if they're like kind of like interrupting each other, but whenever I place it, it just disappears and I lose that resource. And I was like, that's dumb. But here, I'm pasting it in the chat right there. So that's the YouTube video I saw. It looks really good too. So I have pretty much all of it set up. I'm only using 2 volts instead of the 3 volts that he has, but I think I can get away with that. So yeah, fingers crossed. The real goal would also be get the tech troughs, because it looks like they benefit super hard from doing this, obviously, because you can keep it all fresh as well. Alright, if it works for me, you'll give it a shot. That's fair. It is a lot more costly for you to have to drop the whole thing on the robot, for sure. Tech troughs are priceless. Yeah, I need to get that. Need to absolutely get that. And I will. Bam and boom. Alright. Already have the robot, but I don't have him programmed. I started to mess with it, but then gave up. That's fair. It seems like a pain in the ass, so. The only reason I'm going for it is because I was like, this is just too convenient not to do, so. Let's hope it works really well. I just got to get the polymers, the only thing I'm missing from it. I got to figure out, I know I need a lot. Yeah, I need a lot. I need just a little bit more electronics. Go. Oh, I am. Where's the rest of my silica pearls? Where did I not bring them with me? I didn't. Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. I will just have to go to the obelisk. Looks like I'll be going there after all, Russell. I don't think I thought I had enough on there in the fabricator, but it didn't.
Gosh, you'll be alright.
I'm just crying.
How much are you sure about?
Like 40 or something, nothing crazy. They gave me the Hulk color with purple pants with the green body. I popped the candy in the Rhino Ganatha and they gave me a Hulk. There's a lot of obsidian in the snow biome. And just tag your frog to take your oh, I'm good on the pace because I've been like every day I grab from the slugs, so I'm really good on the paste. But the obsidian is the only thing I need. I wanted to take a look at those theories before just dipping out. High endurance, melee frail, and that's not one. That is not a theory. Yeah, that's usually why I've been going for the obsidian. But I gotta quickly, I'm just gonna grab a couple of the electronics I left over on this obelisk, then I'll head back, start mining some of the obsidian from there, but the snow has a lot, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot too.
God damn.
The Tepihara.
Marinara.
86 should be fine. Alright. I'll leave that.
God damn. Survive that.
Survive!
Yeah, I ran out of fucking glass. Yeah, actually, the Kana's for the dragon one is actually does a lot of damage. I
Yeah,
just
it does
upgraded real quick.
crazy damage to him. He don't like getting hit by that.
The fact that I have a mimic too, and he has it as well.
Yeah. That's true, yeah. The only thing that sucks is like it's nice, but it does leave you open for a little bit after doing that like big slash. Like the recover time is kind of nasty.
Adam, 20,000 is good, right? For health?
I mean, when we first were doing them, I was trying to make sure I was at 25. But 20,000 is
So I
not
got
bad.
the saddle. I got the 157.9.
Oh, that's true. For that saddle
saddles.
with it, I think you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
For now,
See,
until we start really. Because my gators, I've been making sure that they're past 30,000. But granted, you're going towards health or melee mutations, not health mutations first. So.
Yeah, because like I said, right now, what they're all at 20,000 health, and they all are doing like 500%, if not more, in their attack.
Rex's minimum is 20k, but 25 would be a good number. Okay, that's what Voltron said.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you, thank you.
I feel like it should even out then if I have really high attack and it's at 20.
Yeah, I think so. Because then you also, yeah, like you said, you got the really good saddle.
I forgot to put a saddle.
What? That was like a one-hit kill?
Damn. Think you're just getting a little too greedy, Dylan. This is the biggest downfall of every Elden Ring game or every From Software game. It's me just getting too greedy. Let me get another extra hits in.
Yeah,
100%.
super patient.
So no luck on theories. I got them to be the base level. My issue is I want to get them set up, kind of how I have the gators, but I don't want to have to constantly go out and farm the berries because I found that after finding that, like workaround with the cart, So my main thing is to focus on the cart right now to get that set up. Once it gets up, setting passively, or like setting passive berries into the troughs, then that was to go into actually getting them bred and whatnot. Trying to get that done by, well, I don't think I'll get it done by tonight, but for sure tomorrow. I think I can get that done while my kids are at school. Start grinding that shit. At least get a first several, because I have the base, so I just need to start working on those mutations. I'll also start breeding to get more base theories out there too. This way I'm not just, that's what I've been doing with the gators. If I'm waiting on them to breed for mutations, I'll just breed them while they are, I'll breed the ones that don't have the level just to try to get more base females. Yep, then we're that much closer. I watched a video on the Overseer, and I was like, holy shit, that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. That is very in-depth. That goes hard, especially on the alpha difficulty, but everyone was using, in the video I was watching, everyone was using Theries because of the veggie cakes, and I was like, that makes so much sense. However, I was telling Russ, I saw a video of a guy, I don't know how he did it. He managed to fit, I think, 18 of the Dinotheriums, the elephants, into the boss map for the dragon on alpha difficulty. No, it was a high level. They were high level Dinotheriums. No mutations, no saddle upgrades, and none of them died. And he beat the dragon with them. He had veggie cakes in their system though. And I was like, holy shit, veggie cakes are broken. But also those elephants have crazy health too, so I'm sure that helped a lot. And they have the damage reduction and damage buff for their attack. But yeah, I was blown away. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, he said he was setting up in the video. He was like, yeah, it took me a lot longer than I'm happy to admit to fit them all into the circle, but it works. He's like, I'd say they were pretty damn decent for taking on the dragon. And I was like, damn. Like, that's crazy. I don't want to go that route, but it's good to know. I'll still bring, like, the 1 or 2 with me. I didn't mean to grab that much. Well, I can get rid of that and that. Yeah, primitive saddles. The only thing that he brought inside their thing was veggie cakes. And they were, like, I think he tamed it at 150 and got, like, the taming boost and everything. So they were at a really good, decent health and good attack, too. They do really good attack. Yeah, so... Oops, sorry, bird. And yeah, that was the other thing that I did notice when we did do the dragon on beta, or gamma. Sorry, we haven't done that on beta. On gamma, we had heavy losses. I also died off from, like, made a dumb mistake and I died. But we took heavy casualties. We still won, like, overall. Like, Russell was able to be in there while the victory was had. But at the thing, like, I lost a lot of my gators. The only things that barely looked like they lost any health were the elephants. I did stack, I think, 10 veggie cakes in each one of their saddles. Or each one of their, you know, inventories. But they barely lost any health. And I was like, God damn. That's actually crazy. Right? It's just it's unfortunate. I like having to deal with their size is the big drawback for them. 'Cause they are huge. And he took them on all the bosses, and the issue he was having with the Broodmother, like it worked really well, but the main issue was because they're so big, it took a while for like them to all be able to hit her, or a majority of them to be able to hit the Broodmother all at once. For a good minute in the beginning, they're all just trying to get to her, and they're all getting stuck on each other, so he did show that. And then they handled pretty much every other boss just perfect. I want to take his baby, but I'm all just running off the cliff. Yeah, Brood is sort of a pain. Yeah, I'll never forget my first interaction of getting puked on and dying instantly. That was annoying. What the?
I think it's because it broke your armor. You didn't have like crazy armor, right?
Well, I definitely didn't have crazy armor.
Your armor
I just didn't realize I was that thing killed me way too quick for me to even react. I was just right in line of sight, and it was blah, and I was like, "What the?" And I'm dead, and I was like, "Oh no."
Put that bug spray on next time.
Does that even work?
No.
She targets you less.
That'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Or like if there was like some unconventional way to actually get an edge on some of these. Most of the unconventional ways of getting an edge is just cheesing a corner or phasing through the mesh.
Alright.
Oh, good stretch. Yeah, I wanted to see if I can just get this thing to pop off tonight, and then I'll feel at least a little more content about the victories I've claimed tonight.
What you end up doing?
Not much. That's why I want to be able to get this little infinite berry trough thing going.
That you did something. Like
Yeah, some sort of sense of accomplishment that I can get for tonight, other than just farming shit.
You said you do have a blueprint for the dinos, right? For your
Which ones?
your crocodiles, the
Yeah.
dino, whatever.
Yep. Sure do. They are
Is it
currently.
really bad?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's almost exactly like yours for your Rexes. When you were reading off your Rexes, like those are very similar numbers to the ones I needed for the Gator. And then if you ever want to or interested in making any of that, the blueprint is on the avian smithy bird. It's the RG that's named that.
You wanna put it in the radio so I can
It doesn't.
just pull it out the radio?
Yeah, it doesn't work from the. Or at least maybe I don't think it
Yes.
does. Yeah.
If you can put other stuff in it, like materials, why wouldn't it work for a blueprint?
Wait, what do you say? Oh, in the radio. My bad. Not radio. I was thinking you were talking
the
about the
transmitter
library
thing.
thing.
No. I just meant because like somewhere's got a whole other
Okay,
material.
yeah, if you want to make it all. I got a shit ton of hide then.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause I was just I'll get the fiber and stuff and metal.
Okay. I don't remember how many I need. I think I only need like 2 or if I'm going with 2 of those, then if I have 2 already, then I would
So
only
8?
need. Yeah, let's just do 8 to be safe, cause yeah, that sounds good actually.
So if you're taking your 2 elephants, then you got 8 slots left, and you
Right.
don't bring anything else usually.
I just don't remember which other dinos have that saddle. I think there's 2 of them that have it, so I was gonna say 6, but I think if we just shoot for 8,
Oh, I
it's
see
just
what you're
good to go anyway. Oh, come on. It's a horrible place to fall. Fuck. I gotta do something about that. Fucking squirrel, man. I don't even know how I'm gonna react if that falls. There's a weird spot in the ceiling where it sounds super thin, and you just hear it rubbing and walking around right there. I feel like I shouldn't. Oh no. Just streaming and just ah, just raccoon or fucking squirrel noises.
Come on, dodge that shit.
You got it, Dylan. Don't give up.
Right, I want to do this before bed.
Never not be afraid.
There with that inspirational bullcrap.
That's from the Crudes.
The Crudes? I've never seen the Crudes. They look like it was gonna be funny.
It is actually really funny. We're technically playing the Crudes, cavemen. Ooh.
In a way.
Get out of there, get me out of there. Yeah, bitch, got his ass.
There you go, GG's. I mean, curse you, bear.
What are you doing? Just popping back and forth. That is.
Let's see if I have enough. If I don't, I still gotta. There's still plenty of it at the top.
Back level up twice.
It's a juicy amount of XP there. He's as Elden Ring. He killed the boss. He got a lot of XP. He was able to level up twice.
Who's my next?
Who's next? You decide. Waking the core memories for everybody. Right?
Didn't they just come back?
Did they?
I thought they dropped it.
There was a clip of one of the guys who does it. He was saying something. I forgot what it was. I believe might be right.
Or yeah, 3 months ago they did Napoleon versus Charlemagne.
What the fuck? Oh, I do have a blueprint for the big elephant's saddle. Hell yeah.
It
But
should
they're-
be so unorganized. Yeah. Oh, what?
No, it's for your name. You ain't joking. All right, I put it in the link storage box. The blueprint for the gators.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it right now. Ah, there we go. 124. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is almost the exact fucking same. Just off by like 2,000 to 3,000, which ain't really shit.
Yeah, when you were telling me, I was like, holy shit, that's like almost exactly what I've been trying to do here. Imagine that. Billy, what have you been playing recently?
I've just been playing Blueprint.
Sorry, what was that?
I've just been playing Blueprint.
Okay. Right when you said that, my RG decided to go. Rah!
Oh no.
So I was like, oh no, I did not hear what he said.
Yeah,
Right on.
It's kind of a weird because it's like I beat the game kinda,
Mm.
but like after you quote unquote beat the game, you really don't know the story still. You have no idea what happened.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it's the true end game, huh?
Yeah. There's like a true ending that I'm still trying to figure out.
Right on.
Alright, I'll catch y'all later. I'm gonna hop off. I'm a little tired.
All right.
Alright, bro.
Catch
Yeah,
you
I'm
on
right there.
tomorrow.
Editing some stuff.
All right. See you.
Peace out, y'all.
See you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did watch the full video of Outer Wilds 2. It looks pretty good actually.
Okay.
So if you get a moment, it's like 30 minutes long. I'd say watch it.
Oh, I did watch it.
The full thing?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't watch like the breakdown. I only watched the trailer.
Yeah. They did like a full breakdown of what to
Okay.
expect in the game.
Yeah, no, I did not watch all of that yet.
It's
Is it
super
$80 cool?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how many.
How well in depth they go?
If they showed all the cool stuff in that 30 minutes, then no. If
Oh,
that's just
shit.
the surface, then
Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay. They better hope so, because that's, yeah, they're already on. I mean, every developer that's pushing $80 better hope they're pushing out the best of the best that they can have. You know.
agreed. Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
release it.
it's inevitable that the price of games go up. but
Right.
It should only go up for like things like Grand Theft Auto. Like
Right. Things
big
that are
games.
worth, yeah,
Ooh.
where you could justify the price hike.
Mhm.
Like I said, when developer of Borderlands, when he took a shit and said that, he should have just said I forgot who said that, but they worded it in a way they're like, he should have just said like, hey, you know, I can't control the pricing, or you know, but I would like to tell you guys that I've seen what the team has worked on, and I just want to say that I think what they've done is worth the price, you know, or hopefully that you guys would see that it's also worth $80, you know, like with how much work, and you know, he could have came at it in such a more humble way, you know, instead of just being, if you're a true fan.
Yeah. He could have flipped it and gave credit to the developer.
Team, right? That would have been huge.
Yeah, like they're you know, wanted to pay them well, you know, whatever.
Right, exactly.
Or
Yeah.
he could have just said nothing at all.
Literally. He really thought he was cooking with that. You're gonna be like, I'm a real fan. Yeah, somebody was like, they're gonna take a look at, like, cause since Claire Obscured was technically Xbox Studio, or at least produced by Xbox, they're like, people are gonna be looking at that and going, this game was like $40 cheaper. You know, versus a game that will, you know, say if on Outer Worlds fumbles the ball, you know, and they're like, dude, Claire, you know, Expedition 33 was $40 cheaper for 10 times the excitement and whatnot.
And that was day one Game Pass.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will go out and buy that game again when I have some more disposable cash on me, just because it deserves it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they got their.
Oh, absolutely. True, but I also would like to, just in case it ever does go off of Xbox, it's definitely one of those games that I could see myself revisiting in the future. Man, I kind of almost want to capture that game for the first time again. The excitement. I really wish I was streaming it, honestly. I had so many, like, probably solid reactions. I was genuinely, like, going through it at some points in time.
They did such a good job with everything.
They really did. They really, really
For
did.
the whole game, I was telling Andre this, the whole game, I was like, Gustav is coming back.
Yeah?
And I was saying that because in his skill tree, they had like skills there.
Yes. Yes, they gaslit us hard with that. That was a
That guy
very
so
good way. Yep, I thought the same. I thought he was gonna die. I just did not think he was gonna die that early. That's where I was
really?
stumped. Oh, I kept on every. It was funny because I was theorizing with Andre the whole time before things. I was like, they're gonna. I was in the ballpark and they were all gonna die. I was like, the game is gonna set it up. Because I was like, Gustav to me was painted as the main character initially, and I was like, this game is gonna set it up. Because I was like, I could see the favor, like, with the marketing material. I was like, oh, they're really loving the chick who plays Shadowheart. I already forgot her name in the game. Jesus. I was like, Mayel. I was like, they really fucking showcasing her a lot. I was like, I bet you. I was like, this is how I thought it was gonna go down. I thought the whole mission was basically you guys were gonna go out and you guys were gonna get the furthest anyone has ever gotten. You were gonna set things up for like a weakness within the. Like, that would have been, like, the final fight. Is like, you lost, but you set up for those who come after. And I was like, dude, it's in his dialogue. It's for those who come after. I was like, he's going to die. I was like, he's setting it up that everyone who's part of this expedition, except for Mayel, is going to die. She's going to go back with the knowledge and, like, what they've done. And then the next game, I was like, the next game is going to be Expedition 32, and that's when they're going to win or whatever. That's how I thought. Like, I was so sure of it.
Because she's young, you know, she didn't.
Right, exactly.
That would have been cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was gonna be really depressing because she was gonna have to watch them all go get gommaged, and I was really sniffing my own farts in that one. I thought I was like I had it all figured out right there. I was like, this is it. This is what's happening. And I was telling Andre these theories, and then he said, I forgot what he said, and I was like, oh no. Like, he said something, and it wasn't even like he alluded to it, but I overly analyzed some things people talk about, especially when it comes to like sensitive, like spoiler-esque type things, because he was ahead of me. I think all he said was, "Oh, I'm not too sure about." Oh no, he didn't say that. He laughed when I said something about the journals, or he like made like something. I was like something you normally wouldn't like just zone in on, but I zoned in on. I was like, "Oh no." I was like, he dies here, doesn't he? And Andre's like, I'm not saying nothing. And I was like,
He gave it away by saying something about the journals?
I said something about the journals, and he made a remark, but it was nothing like, I don't know. It was something I overly looked at, and I was like, sure about it. But at the same time, I wasn't 100% sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure the way Andre reacted to that just came off of like, oh, it's too late or something like that. Or he just doesn't say. I said, I think, because I was like, during my whole thing, I was like, you know, he's writing the journals. It's going to go to the young kids after. And Andre I think he said something along the lines, or laughed and was like, I don't know about if that's what he plans on doing with the journals. And then I was like, oh, he's dead here. He's dead within the first act, huh? So.
Yeah, that's why I'm always very, like, stingy when it comes to spoilers.
Yeah.
Like, I do the same thing. I piece things together.
Yes.
I always tell people, don't tell me anything.
Right, right.
It's like, well, it's not a spoiler. I'm like, it will
Dude,
be, I promise.
I read it, yeah. I think Derek hates that I do that too, because I'm like overlooking into it. I'm like, but they said this in this way, and it's like, all right, but that could have been nothing. But I was like, nah, but it's something.
Yep.
So yeah, so that kind of was spoiled, but at the same time, I was like still shocked when it happened. I was not ready for it to happen like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was just.
That's why I wasn't like affected by it, because I was like, oh, he's coming back. It's no big deal. The whole time.
I when it happened, I didn't think that, and I was like, I thought exactly what they did is what they did. I was like, they totally just gaslit us. I was like, that was a smart move, which it is. It's like a really good, like, once again, everything about this game is, you could tell these are gamers who made this game.
Yeah,
you totally did it just to keep people off the trail, and I was like, dude, that's actually crazy. I love it.
Guys, I'm gonna be hopping off too. I'm getting a little sleepy.
All right.
All right, bro.
Well, good talk. I'll catch you guys
My
later.
bad, Dylan. I forgot you were in here. We're out here doing spoilers.
No, you're all
and shit.
good. I'm like half awake.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah, you take it easy. Oh, shit, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make this stupid robot tonight. Damn it. Too many resources. It's alright. I'll get it tomorrow for sure. Because I'll probably be having to call it here in a little bit. So, but yeah, man, that game. And then like every time I continue to play it, I was like, there's no like, yeah, I have my small little gripes, and they're not they're just little nitpicks, and they were just surrounded about like no mini map, no map markers. Those were like
the
very
mini-map? Oh god, I wish
right.
there was a mini-map.
And the map markers would have went huge because like there were so many times I was revisiting a place because I just wasn't sure if I've been there before or not. It's you know. So.
Yeah, their reasoning for the mini map, I just wasn't convinced.
What did they say? I didn't.
It was for immersion reasons.
Oh, yeah, I would
But,
go
like,
against that too.
I don't know.
If they had no UI, what did they have no UI? I don't know. Even I could.
It was very minimal.
It was minimal. That's true. I mean, outside of battle, right? That was very minimal.
Yeah, which is cool and all, but like, give us the option. Like, let us
Yes,
decide.
there you go. I mean, even if you want to default toggle it off,
Yeah,
and then just have it there to be put on. Yeah, I agree. But the map markers, man, come on, that one, I was going crazy. I was like, I've already been here, damn it.
Yep.
Or like,
when I was looking for the journals, I was like, okay, have I been here? Have I been here?
yeah, you're
I was
crazy
like,
forgetting all of them. There was one of them too. I was like, I got so lucky on just staring off this cliff, just looking at the distance, because I was just about to walk away when I realized that there was a prompt to press X.
Oh, was it the one that was high up?
No, it was when you go back to Lumiere, and I think it was about Expedition 60 or whatever. I think it was.
Oh yeah,
because
yes,
it's in the
that
water.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I got. The very last one I had to look up. I was missing one, and I
Where
was
was
like,
it?
Where the heck is it? It was like really high up.
Oh,
You
no
know where
way.
The Endless Tower is.
Yeah.
You have to fly super high up on like a random rock. and
Oh
just killing it.
shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like, I would have never found that.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah. There's so, and another little small gripe I had was this one's very minor as well, just because the music is nice in the when you're flying around the main world or the overworld, but you unlock so many other music, and I just hate that it's only locked to your camp. They should let us be able to toggle all the different songs while going through the overworld.
Oh, you can't? I thought if you went into camp and changed it, it stayed.
No. I mean, it only stays, or I don't know if it stays in camp, but it's only played in camp. When you leave into the overworld, it goes back to the same song. And I was like, yeah, this song's nice, but like, they give you, there's literally so many there's literally an achievement for getting all the soundtracks. It's like, let me be able to pick those songs whenever I want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that game deserves it so hard because it's just every facet, the music, the soundtrack, even the sound design with the attacks, and it was on point. It's rare that you get somebody.
Like the simple break down the game to its core of dodging and parrying.
Right.
Is so revolutionary for turn-based games.
Bro, I already saw a company saying, "Don't let this become the new standard."
What? The parrying and dodging?
Yeah.
Of course it'll be the new standard now.
They're saying they don't. You know what their reasoning was? I read the article too, and I was like, I don't like this. Like, I understand where they're coming from, but I think that's just an old way of thinking of things. It's like RPGs, or OG turn-based RPGs, you're meant to get hit. And I was like, that's
You will
just...
get hit.
Yeah.
Like, if they actually play the game, you'll know you're not dodging everybody. It's not gonna
Right.
happen.
But they're like, because there's the option to basically evade everything, players are going to go in only playing that way instead of like OG RPGs where you would learn to take the hit and build off of that.
Oh,
What the fuck? How did he get in here? Huh. I have no idea how that theory got into my base. Interesting. Okay. But I had the big Carchata-saurus out here, so he just wrecked it. Interesting, though. But yeah. Yeah, no, this game did absolutely... Yeah, and I was like, dude, it's dumb.
I mean, if it doesn't win Game of the Year, then it's obviously going to go to Split Fiction, I'm sure.
There's no way. Even, okay, so I still haven't beaten Split Fiction. And here's my thing with Split Fiction so far. I think it is an absolutely fun game. And I just emphasize the fun part. I'm not... it reminds me, Split Fiction reminds me of just being able to go to like a Blockbuster and like pull a random game off the shelf and play, like, because it plays around with all those different types of games from back in the day where you would just jump in and then you learn the game and that's how it's played for the, like, that whole game is played in this certain way. And a Split Fiction, I feel like every little, like, different mission is basically a different game that you would rent from Blockbuster or whatever. You know, it's like it has its own feel, it has its own little puzzle, how to solve it, how to play it. And I love that. It's great, but I just think that's kind of majority where I think it just embodies fun. I do think it needs to win some awards, especially for some co-op stuff, you know, absolutely. But there's no way in hell I see any world where Split Fiction, I mean, I've only played the first, like, 2 areas in Split Fiction with Todd, and we still got to play the rest of it, but I just, as of right now, I see no way that it would take it away from Expedition 33.
Yeah, I can agree. If I'm picking Expedition 33.
Right.
But if Expedition 33 loses, Split Fiction is the only game so far that...
Okay. I still think
that
people would
be
riot.
like, oh my gosh, no way. I'd be like, all right, I don't agree with that, but...
They'd be the cancel the game awards right now. You're done. Revoke your
There's
license.
Just, like, no other game that even comes close.
Right. No, there really isn't.
But the only reason I say Split Fiction is because some people don't like turn-based games at all.
There's a lot of people that don't like it, but it's, dude, they're so missing out.
I agree. Agreed.
What the fuck is going on? Hearing battle music.
Oh, dude, I was gonna ask, did you watch that movie Until Dawn?
Until dawn, until dawn, until dawn.
You know how there's a game Until Dawn?
Oh yeah, yeah. Is that movie out? I don't think it's out yet. No.
The movie is out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's out. I watched it.
Did it just come out?
Yeah, it came out pretty recently. I don't know exactly when it came out, but yeah, it's out.
Oh shit. Yeah, the Wendigos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, I heard they were making a movie. I didn't know it was already out.
Yeah. I think the Wendigos is how far they went with the game. Otherwise, it's nothing like the game. I don't know why they called it Until Dawn.
Weird.
Yeah. But I will say, as a standalone movie, it's good. But I just expected there to be some of the games in there.
Yeah, that's always a bummer.
They did like a Groundhog Day type of thing. Which I didn't play Until Dawn, but you know I've played games from that company. I don't think that's what they do.
Huh. Oh, speaking of which, they did show on one of those game shows. They showed finally the next entry for the
Dark Pictures?
Yes.
Oh, did they?
They did. Yep.
For season 2?
Yeah. So yeah, going forward, it's all gonna be next gen console stuff. Like PS5s and Xbox One X. It's not gonna be any last gen stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. And then what was the other thing? Yeah. So yeah, they showed it a little bit of it. They showed a little bit more of it's the space one.
Yeah, the space one. It has what's her name? The black lady's in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep. And then they are introducing like a rollback mechanic. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like there'll be key decisions that happen, and I guess they have like a feature where you can roll back to those, like retry those key moment decisions. Which I don't know if I really like that or not. It's like I feel like I'm kind of more in the favor of you're living with your choices.
Yeah.
So
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Isn't
They were saying it like in a super positive way, and I was like, I don't. Okay. I was like, I would have preferred not to do it that way, but okay.
Yeah.
But I have to
Can they
rewatch.
at least have a mode where you don't have it, like an Iron Man.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, like you can opt to not use it, but it just tells you that this. Well, I think that's the other part I wouldn't like either. It's like, hey, like at the top when they advertised, it was like at the very top, like something was happening in the game, and it was like, rollback moment or something like that, or it's called something. It's something cheeky to like, but it's like, oh man, I don't want to know when a big decision's happening. You know, it can kind of spoil some things.
Oh, it tells you ahead of time.
Right. So this would be the area, like you would go back to here if you said yes or whatever. So yeah, kind of not in favor of that, but
I'll give it a chance. I'm obviously gonna still play it.
yeah. I tend to play like every time it comes out. I end up playing it with Andre. So
Yeah, that's actually a game that Hattie will play with me.
hey, yeah, they're fun,
We're
man.
trying to play Split Fiction, but she struggles with the controller.
That's fair. Like early days with me and playing with Amanda on Destiny, we were figuring that out for a while, but that's all good.
How long did it take her to get it?
I mean, she was pretty adamant on it, so she did eventually pick it up like relatively quickly, but at the same time, she still had her little struggles here and there, but still worked out eventually, you know? She had a lot of fun with it. It's just,
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that Destiny didn't want to have a lot of fun with its players.
Fair.
Alright, yep, that's where I'm going to have to end. I'm going to end the stream in a second here, and then I'll say goodbye to you, but let me just quickly roll this out with my naked dude. I still have a bunch of eggs. Doesn't matter, none of them were the one I needed, but alright. Anyway, as I'm mumbling, today was a lot of chores, so sorry if you came to expect some crazy fights. I'm still working on building my army / revising my base / working on my second army / working on the resources we need for all these bosses, but we do plan on getting a lot of them done. A lot of the bosses defeated. We need to fight all the bosses on their alpha versions. We need the dragon on beta and alpha, and then we still haven't touched the tech cave yet. So we're still on the journey to get that done before the 18th is the ideal. Before Ragnarok drops, even if it does or doesn't drop on the 18th, who knows at this point. But fingers crossed, things are looking good. We just need the mutations. We're working on the saddles. We got the majority of the saddles done, so that's really good news. Ascendant saddles for the Gators and the Rexes. I'm also working on a Theory armor that I'll eventually also need to make saddles for. But I also did get 2 mutations. I got the 3rd mutation for the health on the Gator, and then I got the 4th health mutation on the Gator, which was, I've never got 2 mutations in one night, so that was absolutely huge. I'm very excited. Hopefully I can get the rest of those mutations rolling out really quickly, because it would be huge. But that being said, thank you guys for joining. If you joined me in the comments or to talk and chat a little bit, if you just joined to watch, thank you guys so much. Think about dropping a like and follow to my if we're on whatever platform you're watching on, and whatever platform you're watching on, just appreciate the views. You guys have a wonderful day. You guys take it easy, stay excellent, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.